go?
Picking up an adventure over a year on hiatus. Shut up, I've been busy. We pick up Squoan and his continuing adventures in the Tower of Stargate. In this episode, entitled The Saga of Hayn, Notenterett, and Orin the Mystical Teen, Squoan gets a chance to finish what he starts once and for all, or at least until the next random X-Files Monster of the Week adventure that we come up with a year from now. We hope you enjoy.
Okay, we're recording, I believe.
Okay. So, my sum up, get my names in front of me here to make sure I'm giving you proper ones. Okay, yes. So you were traveling on the road in the general direction of Avris.
After leaving Christmas Village.
After leaving Christmas Village and saving Christmas. Which we're never doing again, apparently, because we've already done it. So
I'm just saying I've only been on the road for like a week. If you threw in another Christmas Village, it'd be fine. It'd be fine.
I'm
Maybe
just saying, you're in the
mountains.
mountains. There's lots of Christmas villages.
It'd be fine. I would
Don't question my creativity.
I'd be fine with another Christmas Village.
No. Never again. They all burned down. No more Christmas villages. They all got the plague.
Christmas dungeon, then.
We get Christmas dungeons. Maybe. Might be a Christmas dungeon. Anywho, you were leaving Christmas Town after your successful adventure defeating Krampus and his goblin minions. And you came upon a trader's wagon, basically, that was being attacked by apparently mystery cats, according to your notes. Massive cats that were big and bad and pretty funky looking that you'd never seen before. You had no idea what they were. Nobody had any idea what they were.
Oh, so we did see the cats.
Yes, you fought them.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
you saw them and you helped drive them away. But you had no idea what they were, and the people in the wagon had no idea what they were. Never seen them before. And of course, you're traveling with Steingrimmer, who doesn't know much outside of his forest, Serendipitous, who didn't care because it was dead, and Orin, who's never seen anything outside the city, and Hayn, who had no idea what they were.
Forgot about Hayn. I forgot about Hayn. Go on.
Yeah, you have Hayn. Hayn is actively in your party right now. He is your mage.
Cool.
Yeah, Hayn's been helping out quite a bit. So you help these folks out.
Why is Hayn with us?
Hayn is with you because Hayn is a wanted criminal. Hayn was, if you remember, Hayn's story is that he is the leader of an underground mage movement.
Yeah, I remember that much.
Yeah. And he's very much a pacifist. He's very much a change from the inside kind of dude. But when Squoan helped out Hayn's second in command get his hands on some high explosives, which resulted in general fire and mayhem in the midst of Orin, it was Hayn that it was pinned on. Well, the group at large and Hayn as its head that the crimes were attributed to.
When they asked me for explosives, didn't I go back to Hayn and run this past him and be like, hey, are you sure you want me to do this?
Yeah, they asked, because they didn't ask you specifically for explosives. They asked you specifically for chromite sand,
right, which
has a lot of different uses, one of which is blowing shit up. That's generally what it's used for, but it does have other uses. And Hayn was like, well, if my second told you to do it, he must have plans, because they were separate. Half the group was outside the city and half the group was inside the city. And Hayn was very much separated from that other group. So he's like, well, I don't know their plan, but if that's what he told you to do, then go ahead. Because their plans were very compartmentalized, so they wouldn't be discovered.
Right.
So you did. Again, Squoan didn't do anything wrong. But yeah, what resulted was massive explosions. It was during a public execution of mages, or suspected mages at least. So the city is obviously, unhappy.
Lochran showed up during the confusion. Was she disguised as a guard
you ran into Lochran a couple of times. You ran into Lochran when you yourself were captured.
Oh, I know that.
and you were down in the dungeon, and then she showed up again in the general chaos of the explosion. She has a tendency to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So Riddlefist also made an appearance, but we won't talk about Riddlefist. So, yeah, because the group very publicly, the underground group, the underground movement, which is called the Hunger, because it very publicly took responsibility for the explosion and, of course, the death and carnage and general destruction that came with it, as Hayn is the suspected leader of the Hunger, he was the one that was pinned on.
He had a pretty good hiding spot in the Wolf's Maw.
He was in the Wolf's Maw. Yeah, he was hiding in the Wolf's Maw.
So why didn't he just go back there? Why did he come with us?
Because he came out. He had been coordinating with his other group to have a demonstration.
Right.
To set the mages free on that day. And instead, his second in command double-crossed him and blew that shit up instead. So Hayn was also injured.
Okay. That's
like,
he was unconscious. We carried him out.
He was. Yeah,
okay.
He was unconscious. You picked him up and took him out of the city. So he's a wanted man in Orin. He was half dead when you dragged him out of the city. Steingrimmer tended to him as best he could to get him on his feet again. He's still not at 100%. He's still pretty banged up, obviously. He did not participate in the liberation of Christmas Town because he was sleeping and being tended to. But yeah, he is traveling with you because you are going in the general vicinity of Abris, which is a place where Hayn would be safe.
Right.
As a mage.
And so at Orin.
Yes, and so at Orin. As mages, they would hopefully be accepted there and hopefully be okay. Abris has its own issues because it is such a closed society. Getting in is very difficult. Like, physically getting in is not easy, and getting to stay there is also not easy, but Hayn was fairly confident that he could make something happen.
I hope we get there someday. I'd really like to see it.
See Abris?
Yeah.
Abris is cool. And of course, you have an inn at Abris, so.
Yeah. I saved the
saved
star color.
Yeah, you saved the Masha. So, yes, Hayn is traveling with you. You guys are headed towards Abris. You leave Christmas Town. You come across this traveling group who appear to be traders of some sort. They're being attacked. You help fight off the beasties. Have no idea what they are. Nobody has any idea what they are. They invite you to come aboard. Plus, you're pretty banged up, obviously. And that's when you get to Stargan, which is the name of the town. And the town, its claim to fame, quote unquote, is that it has a mage. It has a mage's tower. Ooh. And then, yes, and the mage is considered, his name is Ezagoras, which I'll put in the chat because it's been a while. Oh, where's chat? Here's chat. Ezagoras. It's Ezagoras.
Yeah, I got that written down.
Okay.
Ezagoras, Wizard in Stargan Tower.
Yep, that's his tower. And he's generally considered to be, I mean, unlike a lot of places where mages are held in, a great suspicion, this guy's generally considered an okay dude. He doesn't wield much political power. He kind of keeps to himself. But he has a lot of money. He spends it in the town. He's been very generous. He supports a lot of charities. He's generally considered a good dude, if a little strange. And recently, he has gone missing. No one's heard from him. He hasn't come out of his tower, which is weird. And there's been not only larger than usual explosions coming from the tower, because the mage is also an alchemist, so, minor explosions here and there. Probably doesn't have any eyebrows, that kind of thing. But nobody's seen him. And people are obviously concerned about him as a fellow citizen of the town, but they're also scared to death of that tower. And they don't want to go anywhere near it. It is locked tight. So it's not like they can just sort of wander up and take a gander, which is where you guys come in. You volunteer to go. And the mayor, the alderman, he lets you in. And thus begins 2 sessions, which is technically only 4 hours, so it's only 1 session, but 2 sessions. of ours, where you've been clearing out this tower. And you've gone through, I'll flash through some of the rooms that you've already, or some of the floors that you've already cleared, just to sort of refresh your memory a little bit, since it has been so long. Because you have the grounds.
I remember that. That's where Orin...
Orin took it hard here. There were a shit ton of guard drakes, and there were animated statues guarding the place.
We tried to sneak past it. It didn't work.
It didn't work so great. So this is where Orin hit it pretty hard. And Sarah took him back to town.
Did you change the map?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Did I not move you? Sorry. I don't remember how Roll20 works. Here you go.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
So yeah, this is where Orin got his shit rocked. Bunch of statues. It was not a great fight. You guys took it hard on the chin.
It was a bad beginning.
It was a very bad beginning. Not a great opener. Then you made it into the first floor. Sarah took Orin back. So you don't have Sarah with you.
Oh, really? He didn't come back?
No, he's staying with Orin.
We've made like a couple trips back out of the tower since then.
You have, yeah, because you made it to the first floor, which was this floor.
Okay.
Just fairly boring. There wasn't a whole lot going on. There was a back door that led to a backyard that you didn't check out at the time because you wanted to go up, not out, and you were afraid there would be more things out there. Then you went to the next level, which is more of a living quarters sort of thing. And you ran into a flail snail here. And you got some shells out of that flail snail.
I didn't write down that flail snail shell. I better write that down.
Oh yeah, you better. Well, you better. It's pretty pricey. So you have this flail snail shell. But this floor was basically, a collection of living quarters, mostly guest-style living quarters, and parapets and little towers to the left and right that really didn't go anywhere. You could go up them, but there was no way to leave them, and there was nothing interesting on the top sections. Okay. The next floor up is a little more interesting. This room, however, was super cool. This room had basically what looked to be like summoning circles, at least according to Hayn. Believe them to be summoning circles. And it looked like whomever the mage was trying to mess with, he had specifically set up this entire room with the express purpose of trying to create gates. There were more flail snails in here, but you kicked their ass.
Hey, so how many flail snail shells did we get?
So far, I think you have one complete and one that was shattered. Because the first one got busted up. The second one, though, you remembered, oh yeah, flail snail shells are super valuable. I better be careful. And so you were very careful with the second snail in order to preserve its shell.
Are the bits of the shattered ones still worth anything?
Not as much. I think you collected them anyway, but it's really the shell in its entirety that's going to net you the most money. The shards would be pretty, though. Like, you'd probably sell them to a jeweler or something for cheap. So yeah, you went and you kicked ass in here for a little bit and just sort of got a feel for what was going on. And then that's when you actually took your break. That's when you went to town because you had the shell. Right. So you wanted to get the shell out. So you took your break, you went back, spent a night at the Ambushed Angel, hung out there for a little bit, and then jumped right back to it the next day, which takes us to where you ended up at the end of the last session. Back here.
So Serret didn't want to... Isn't that Serret right there?
Oh, no, you do have Serret with you. Okay. For some reason, I thought you didn't. I think Serret was the one who took Orin back to town, but he must have come back with you at some point. Now, you have also checked out, and I will show you them. They just were down below. Because there is a basement as well as a cellar in this tower. So you did check out this sort of the storeroom cellar, and you ran into cranium rats in here. And you also popped into the basement very briefly. But it was flooded. It's completely flooded. And there didn't seem to be anything particularly interesting in here. It was totally dark. You heard water moving, but you didn't see anything. And there didn't seem to be any real great pressing need to wade into the water. So you didn't. You just sort of bailed.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to go in there. So you've been here, but you have not like swum through the waters or anything.
Okay.
Which is fine. Which is fine. So we will go back to our current page. Oops. Oh. Roll 20, please. So yes, this is where we ended up. You came to the next floor, which was a library of sorts. Hayn cast the daylight spell for you so that you could better see in here. There isn't a lot of light in this tower on most of the floors. But he cast dark vision on you in the previous floor.
Don't I have dark vision? Don't gnomes?
You do naturally, yeah, but the others don't.
Okay.
Like Hayn's human, obviously Sarah's human.
Right.
So he went ahead and cast dark vision so that everyone had it. And then once you were in here, you were kind of looking around a little bit and finding bits on Wizard's Library. He was definitely doing research on something. Had a lot of books on extraplanar creatures and the section of history called the Time of Turmoil, which is when there was a lot of crossover between various realms of existence into and out of Iyeth.
That was before whatever the Sunder or the Crack.
Yeah, way before the Crack. This would have been like when Iyeth was just a baby world, like creation myth time, effectively. Okay. Yeah, the Time of Turmoil was believed to be when Iyeth came into being, and it was a time of extreme chaos. There were no divine forces as we understand them today. But there were massive entities that ruled. The Amaskans claim to have existed during this time, although whether or not you believe them depends on your own personal scholarly bent. But yeah, it was a time of open chaos where basically there were no borders between the realms, between realities. And then, according to the creation myth, that's when the greater goddesses came into being, and they were the ones who sort of tramped down on that and placed the laws of reality where they are. So that's sort of closed the doors. Nenemeth, Liranel, and Kalishan.
Kalishan. She's the huntress goddess, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's the goddess of the prime material. She's the goddess of the physical. And then, of course, Nenemeth, goddess of the magical, and Liranel is goddess of chaos herself. So they sort of put the rules into effect and closed all the doors, which is why extraplanar travel is incredibly difficult now in Iyeth.
Right.
At least according to the myths. So this mage was extremely interested in that story, according to his books. But some of his books were missing, and there were papers scattered all over his tables, but a lot of it was in languages that nobody understood. Hayn can read Draconic, but he can only read so much at a time. You can't. Steingrimmer can, and Sarah, of course, can't. So as you guys were kind of looking around, poking around, touching stuff, you kept hearing clicky, clicky claws in the corners of the room, but you couldn't see anything, so Hayn cast a daylight spell.
Oh, fuck, these are mean locks, I remember now.
In the center of the room, exposing a body, which is actually where you're standing. You're standing next to the body. Okay. You find the body of a middle-aged man in scholarly, magey type robes with a clicky claw man on his face, who then scurries away and attempts to hide in the pushed back darkness. But the daylight spell revealed not one, but 4 clicky claws.
That should be fun.
And that's where we stopped because you must have had something to do because we were coming up against time. So we stopped there. But that is the sum up of your adventures in the Stargate Tower so far.
Meanlocks are cool. I really like them, but I mean they're
Meanlocks are
bad
cool.
news.
They're a bitch, but they are cool. I like them too. I use them a lot. All right. So we are going to roll
Initiative.
the initiatives. Let me get the thingy up. I don't remember how to roll 20.
I guess it's been a while since you've run a combat.
Yeah. You know who is also aware of that?
Yeah, I know.
I'm a bad DM. What can I say?
You're a good DM.
Oh, and then I don't have any of these people built in here because it's been a year. Well. So you're 15. I have to write this down.
You fill a kettle while you do paperwork. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. Squoan goes first. No shock there.
Well, it wasn't that good a roll. All right, so I'm going to step around this guy. Boop.
Oh, you have to roll for the fear aura.
Oh, okay. What do I roll?
It's a wisdom
Does this
DC
count as a
11.
magical effect?
Let's see. Yeah, this would be a magical effect.
Wisdom saving throws against magic. Yay. 7.
Okay, so you are frightened for your turn.
So I can't move toward him.
No, you can only move away.
I can fire my bow, though.
Yeah.
You can use a bonus action on your turn to make your ranged attacks with a Kensei weapon more deadly. When you do so, any target you hit with a ranged attack using a Kensei weapon. Okay. How does this work? Attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Okay. So I will try to fire twice with my bow.
Okay.
Is that a hit?
Do you have disadvantage on him
Because of
of the
frightened?
fear effect?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Look it up.
I don't remember. I don't
Me
know how to
neither.
play D&D.
No, it's
D&D's
hard.
hard. I'll just go back to interactive storytelling.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Yeah.
That's
Well,
what I
yeah.
thought.
I can't willingly move closer as well. Okay, so that's a miss.
13 is a miss, yes.
Come on, do better, do better. Oh, fuck.
That is not better, and therefore it is also a miss.
Okay, next turn I'm going to target one of these other guys.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, it's mean lock time.
No!
All right, clicky click claw time. Clicky 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 claw time. AC on Squoan.
17, I think.
That's a hit.
17.
They hit for
Unarmored defense. 10 plus dexterity plus wisdom.
Okay, so you get 8 points of slashing as Clicky Clicky Claws latches onto your arm. And please make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Motherfucker.
All right, you are now paralyzed.
Well, this was a short game.
You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great. All right. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. So keep that in mind because I will forget. Obi-Kibi?
Yep.
All right. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. I might have goofed. Give me 1 second. No, I did not goof. Okay. Even at disadvantage, it still would have hit you. Although it would not, the second roll was a critical success, though. That makes me sad. I mean, totally doesn't make me sad, and I'm not rooting for your ultimate demise.
Sheesh. So attack rolls against me have advantage.
Yeah, they do.
Any attack that hits me is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is all bad.
That's all bad. Okay, Steingrimmer. Better get out my character sheets. I got my character sheets.
Yay.
I actually have paper character sheets for these guys. Because I'm a nerd. Alright. Disadvantage. That is still gonna hit. That's a 19. 3. So that's 4 damage to Steingrimmer. Steingrimmer shall roll his constitution. Okay, that's not great. All right.
I like these little pictures on the conditions page.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
too,
they're
actually.
good.
Okay, he's down.
Who, Steingrimmer?
Yep.
What happened? Sorry, I was looking at pictures.
No, you were looking at pictures. That's it. You're done. He got paralyzed as well.
Oh, God damn it.
Meanlocks can't take down Serendipitous, however. Clicky clicky claws fail to pierce his mighty armor. Scuttle, 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 scuttle. That's how they walk. Ooh. That's going to hit even with disadvantage. So it's 5, 7. Yikes. That's save on Constitution though. Okay, so Hayn is up, Serret is up, you're down, Stankgrimmer's down. It is Serret's turn. He has to roll versus the fear effect.
Come on, Sarah, you can do it. No? Come on. What kind of badass are you?
One with not a great wisdom score. So he fails. It's his fear effect. So yeah, he can't move any closer, but he doesn't have to move any closer. He can just hit this thing at a disadvantage. That's a critical, but the second one is a 2. So that's a whiff from Serret. And then he's gonna book it.
What?
Bye-bye. Just a little distance. Just a little distance. That's all. I'm coming to help Hayn. That's
Okay.
what I'm doing. Coming to
Sure.
help Hayn.
Sure, Sarah.
Speaking of Hayn, it is Hayn's go. Hayn is not paralyzed. Oh, I gotta roll Hayn's fear effect though. That is just enough. Just enough. Alright, Hayn. Let's show these a-holes how mages handle it.
How's your sister doing?
That sounds like she's throwing up. I haven't talked to her today. I don't think I'm going to start now.
Wear a mask.
I will get my mask. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, that's a cool one. Let's do that one. I do like playing mages most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't have a paper thing for Hayn's spells, just his stats. Just give me a sec here. Oh, that's a good one. Let's do that one. Be always helpful. Okay, 5 feet cube, 4 die 4. All right, so we will conjure up a cloud of daggers. Set it on this piece of shit right here. Boop. Just for funsies. And Hayn can't really move, so we will stay there for now. Stengrimmer's turn. Stengrimmer is paralyzed. We will attempt another Constitution save. Oh, that's a success. That's a success. Okay. Stengrimmer's up. Stengrimmer's up. That's all he can do, but he's up. And we're back to the top of the round with Squoan. You may also roll
Constitution save.
Constitution save. Yep. There you go.
Is that good?
Yeah, you need an 11.
Okay.
So you're up. You can't do anything, but you're up. And it's the mean locks again.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, a 4 and a 5. Mean lock, I am disappointed in you. We're gonna try and get some distance. I think. Yeah. Okay. So the mean lock sort of melds into nothing and disappears from your view as it scuttles away.
God damn it.
All right. Mean lock number 2. +4 will be enough to hit Steingrimmer. Ouch!
So does this fear effect apply to all mean locks or just the mean lock who disappeared?
Oh, it's just a mean lock you're next to. It's not all mean locks.
But if I get close to another mean lock, I'm gonna.
If you start your turn within 10 feet of a mean lock, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the fear aura doesn't really go away. Okay, so that is a hit on Steingrimmer. Steingrimmer, roll, buddy. Roll well. That is not great, Steingrimmer. All right, he's down once again.
God damn it.
You rolled a 3. The dice are not with Steingrimmer today.
No, apparently not.
All right. Click, 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 click. Ouch. That can't. His armor is too good. That ain't gonna work. The Meanlock just attempts to climb Serret like a tree, trying to sink its claws in someplace soft and finds nothing. Nothing. And we'll take another hit at Hayn here. Oh wait, +4. That actually will hit. Yeesh. 9 more to Hayn.
Man, that's a lot of damage for a wizard.
That is a lot of damage for a wizard. Hayn is looking pretty bad.
I don't think I have anything.
Yeah, none of you guys can heal.
Well, that's a shortcoming of the party. Wasn't Orin our healer? No, he was
No, he was a fire mage. He knew very few spells. Val was your healer.
Oh, right, Val. Fuck. Another reason why we have to get to Abris. I like this song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He does succeed on his constitution save, though, so he is not paralyzed. He's just pretty banged up. Okay. Right. Yeah, Hayn ain't looking great. Serret. Alright, Serret. Well, he's already under the fear effect, so he doesn't have to roll again. He just has to smack the holy hell out of this thing. Both of those are gonna hit.
How long does the fear effect last? Can we save against it?
It's until your next turn, but if you start your turn within
Okay, gotcha.
10 feet of a mean lock, you have to roll again.
Gotcha.
So it only lasts a turn.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, both of those are gonna hit. And ooh, that's a lot of damage. Well, it would be if you would roll for shit. 10. Okay, that is 16 points of damage to his mean lock.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And he's not going to move. He doesn't have any heal spells, so Hayn is on his own. It is Hayn's go. Oh, that mean lock needs to take 4d4 for being in the cloud of daggers, because he didn't move like a punk. Okay. I do like this song, you're right. It's a good one. Yeah, we better do that one. Y'all need to find a cleric.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we're gonna do Mage Armor. Just in case.
It's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm. That'll give him a little bit of protection, but he is still pretty ragged. And that's all he can do. He doesn't have a whole lot of bonus stuff. Steingrimmer rolls to overcome paralysis. Come on, buddy. There we go. That's much better. Paralysis overcome. Back to top of the round. Squoan. You are absent fear effect. What do you want to do?
I'm actually within 10 feet of that one mean lock.
Kinda, yeah. Do you want to roll it? Yeah.
What is it, wisdom?
Yeah, it's wisdom 11.
But I have advantage.
You do.
Yay.
Huzzah. So you're
Okay.
not frightened.
All right. I'm going to step closer then, and I'm going to attack
All right.
with my iron flute.
Okay. Nice.
So let's see. I will spend a key point to add another d6 to that. So 9 bludgeoning, what counts as magic damage too, for
Okay.
the sake of damage resistances and stuff.
Okay.
And then I will take my second attack, unarmed.
Just beat the holy hell out of it.
Does that hit?
No, 13 won't hit.
Okay, I'll spend another key point to do flurry of blows.
Oh,
So 2 more punches.
Go for it. Those will both hit.
Huzzah. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just beat that thing into paste.
so 29 altogether.
Yep. Just beat that mean lock into a pile of goo and clicky claws.
So he's dead.
He's dead. He's
Okay.
dead as Dillinger. He's done.
And also, since I was using some unarmed strikes in there, I get the effects of this.
Can you defend yourself? Oh, very nice.
Yep.
Very nice. Okay. It's the mean lock's turn.
Not that one, though.
Not that one. He doesn't get to go
That
anymore.
one's fucked up.
That one's fucked up.
Back to the Feywild or wherever with you.
So what's your AC now?
19.
Oof. Nope. Can't do it. You hear clicky claws behind you as one attempts to stab you in the back of the neck.
Ah, damn it. Not cool.
Not cool, clicky claws. All right. Damn, that one couldn't latch on to Steingrimmer either. He's gonna run away. And Seret's clicky claws tries one more time in vain. It's a critical failure. Damn it. He's like, I'm out. Okay. It is Seret's go, but he's got no target. Well, I guess he's got that target. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 attacks. Oof. God damn. Nope. Those are 2 very big whiffs.
Damn it.
Seret.
Sarah, get your shit together.
Yeah, Seret's having problems. I don't think he likes mean locks very well. He's having a hard time. Hayn is going to take this opportunity to come closer to the source of daylight with his mage armor on. And he's going to hold a fireball for the next mean lock that he sees. He's only got
Nice.
one, damn it. And he's going to use it.
Good job. Good thinking.
He is, yeah, he's not looking so great. Okay, and Steingrimmer is of course paralyzed because he's Steingrimmer. He's no longer paralyzed.
Yay.
He may get to go at some point.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah, maybe. Top of the round is Squoan.
Okay. I guess I have to make another roll here.
Yes, another fear check.
Hey. with
Very
advantage,
nice.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will, let's see, where am I? Oh, I'll just turn around and whack him with my iron flute.
All right.
It's a pretty good whack.
That's a good whack. That's a successful whack.
I will just leave that damage as it is, so 7
Okay.
bludgeoning, and I will attack with my fist. Does that hit?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to spend another key point for Flurry of Blows, 2 more kick punches.
Ooh.
Oh,
Obviously the first one hits. Second one, not so much.
7 bludgeoning, and I will, let's see. Has this one been hit yet?
None of them have been. Oh no, I take that back. Saret's has been hit. The one that disappeared.
Right.
Yours has not because it paralyzed you and then it ran away.
Okay, I'm going to spend a key point then and do
Okay.
Stunning Strike on it,
Oh, okay.
the second one. And so it has to make a succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of my next turn. So
Oh.
the DC is...
It doesn't matter. It rolled a 2.
Oh, okay, what is the DC anyway?
It's probably your monk level or something like that.
Martial arts. Boop, 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 boop. That seems like something that would be a good idea to have written down somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's stunned.
it's better than 2, yeah. So he's stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay,
And that's my turn.
He is stunned. All right, so that was 14 damage and a stun.
Yes.
Okay. All right. He is stunned. He is dead.
Oh, I guess I should keep track of these white arrows I'm firing.
You don't have very many of them.
No, I'll see if I can go pick these ones up that I shot already.
Oh wow, that is pathetic roll from the mean lock. Pathetic.
Pathetic. 8 plus 3.
Equally pathetic from this mean lock. They must be getting demoralized. Because none of those connected. Seret rolls his wisdom. Fool, buddy. Okay. Yeah, not great. So he's gonna run from this one back towards this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And try and whack it. Even, oh, no, at disadvantage, he'd still make it. Barely, but he'd still make it on the first one and not the second. So that's still max damage, though. We will take it. We will definitely take it. Oh, so close. Okay. All right, so that's a good, healthy smack, making the clicky claw click and squeak as the sword comes down in the center of it. He doesn't have much life left in him.
Good.
Bleeding all over the floor.
What color is its blood?
It's green, of course.
Green.
Like pale green.
Gross.
Hayn has to do his fear effect, which he will succeed, thankfully, barely. And he will release that. Well, he's only got one fireball. He's just going to stab at the little guy. He rolls an 18 to stab at the little guy.
Nice.
It's only 3 points of damage, but it's enough. It's
Yay.
enough. it's just enough, but it is enough to put this thing out of its misery.
Huzzah.
As Hayn leans up against the glowing ball in the center of the room, just panting with his dagger dangling from his hand, clutching his side. He's bleeding profusely.
He'll be fine. We'll get Steingrimmer to stick a poultice on there or something.
Steingrimmer is paralyzed as usual. So we'll roll. Hey, he's unparalyzed.
Hey, for now.
For the moment. All right, Squoan.
All right, so I will try to finish off the one in front of me.
Okay.
Bash with my flute.
That's a good bash.
Oh, that's a good hit.
Yeah.
Still up?
Still up.
Okay, unarmed.
That will connect. No longer up.
Splush.
Sploosh. He's dead.
Let's see. Immediately after. Okay. So I think it would be stretching it to say I can run over to the other guy and unleash my flurry of blows.
I think so, yeah. 'Cause I don't think you can bust up a flurry of blows.
Yeah.
I don't think you can break it up
Well,
with your
I mean,
move.
I'm not breaking up the flurry itself, but it's not immediately after the attack action.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're breaking up the attack
Yes,
with your move.
exactly. Okay.
So.
Well, let's see. I can't do that. What? No, I can't do that either. Can I do this? No. Okay. I can. So, if that was my attack and bonus action, I've still got my extra attack. So could I run over there and punch him once? Or would that be breaking it up too? Okay.
No, your extra attack you can use at your own discretion.
Okay, so I'm running over there and I'm punching this guy once.
Okay, go punch him. That will hit.
Huzzah. 6.
Okay.
Let's add a stunning. I don't know what else I'm going to run into here. No, I'll just leave it. That's good.
Okay. Meanlock's turn. It will go after its favorite prey,
Steingrimmer.
It hits. Roll Steingrimmer, and Steingrimmer fails. So he's paralyzed once again. Because it's fun. And let's roll. Nope. Alright, so it can't bamf. Alright, so that's it. That's Meanlock's turn. Serendipitous, 1, 2, 3. Comes up behind it. God damn. Okay, that one hit.
Yeah.
Shitty damage though. 17. Okay. So Serendipitous manages to get one good hit in on it anyway. Hayn, that's a little too crowded for him. Yeah, that's way too crowded for him. He's just gonna stay by the light and try and hold his insides on the inside.
That's fine.
And Steingrimr once again rolls to beat paralysis. He beats the paralysis, but that's
Yay.
all he can do.
Sheesh.
He's had a rough fight, okay? He's
Yeah,
doing
no
his
kidding.
best. Poor Steingrimr. All right, once again, Squoan's turn. One mean lock left. What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna bash its head in with my iron fleet.
That'll hit.
10 bludgeoning.
Okay. It's still up. That will also hit.
8 more bludgeoning.
That is a dead mean lock.
Squish.
It's big squish. Big squish. Dead mean locks everywhere.
Right, as soon as he's down, I'm gonna dash over to this guy over here and start looking for my arrows. See if I can find them.
Roll a die 100. Yes, you can find your arrows.
Oh, really? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So low is good?
Low is always good.
Okay.
Okay. So mean locks have been dispatched.
And since I'm over here, I'll check out this body.
Okay. It is, again, as mentioned, a middle-aged man in decent robes, dark-colored robes. He's clearly been attacked by mean locks. He's got little claw marks all over his face. Judging by the contorted expression, they might have had him tortured mentally first.
Ugh.
He might have succumbed to their influence before he actually died. Other than that, there's nothing exceptional about the body. He does have a rope belt with little pouches and things attached to it, as well as a small knife. Less for combat, probably more for herb preparation, that sort of thing. Other than that, his fingers are ink stained. He's been dead a little while. Not to the point where he's a skeleton, but more than a few days.
Well, we should probably take the body down to show the alderman to make sure this is the wizard.
Yeah.
But we don't have to do that right away.
Okay.
So was this the top floor?
No, there's one more.
Okay.
Would you like to head up there?
No, I'll wait. I'll just check on how everyone's doing, and in particular.
Yeah, Hayn's not doing so great. I can roll a cure wounds on him.
Should we take a short rest on this floor then before we proceed up?
You could, yeah. The daylight spell is still up that Hayn cast, which should ideally keep any additional mean locks, if not at bay, at least at a disadvantage, should they decide to sneak up on you. So you can rest here.
I didn't think that there could be more mean locks. How long will the daylight spell last?
I think the daylight is 8 hours.
Okay, so we got time. Let's all just
double check.
gather around the daylight then, and I'll meditate. You guys can,
Have a nap.
yeah.
Daylight spell Oh, 1 hour, excuse me.
Oh shit, so that's not gonna last.
It'll last a little while.
Well, what are these tables? Are they made of wood?
Mhm.
Alright, while the others are resting, I'll go start busting up some tables.
Busting up the man's tables.
He's dead. He's fine. And pile them near this central stone thing for when the daylight starts to fade. Build them into a pyre.
You got yourself a little firelight. As everyone takes a little nappy poo. Put some hit points back into Hayn.
Yeah. Looks like I've already spent some hit dice.
Probably. It's
Those-
a hard fight. This place is tough.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, I'll spend some more. I just gotta look up how what my hit dice are. One D8.
Stanger. Sarah did.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, good job.
That brings me back up to full.
Very nice.
Get my key points back. And yeah, without doing anything before we move on to the next floor, I mean, I'll just browse these books and see if there's anything in Elvish, since I can read Elvish.
No, the vast majority of it is in Draconic, as you would expect. Those are the ones that Hayn can read anyway. You know, the ones he can identify. There's also other languages in here that you don't recognize, that none of you can read.
Okay. Yeah, and once we're all rested up, I guess I'll make sure everyone's feeling up to going further up the tower.
And more. Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
All right,
Up to the next floor.
up to the next floor. Well, we've searched this floor, haven't we? Or
Yeah, again, you've basically got all the time in the world to search this place. You looked at it a bit before the Meanlocks popped out, and there's not much of value in here. The books that you can read, you have sort of flipped through.
okay.
Yeah, there wasn't anything of particular interest.
Okay. All right.
I'm here, I'm ready.
Sass pants. Sassafras.
Sassafras. Are we recording?
Yeah. As you leisurely take a drink of water.
Oh, excuse me. I see the sass is transferred. Whatever. All right, so we went up to the next floor. Okay, I moved the page. I'm paying attention.
Good.
Towards paying attention. Okay. So you come up into the next level, and apparently the last level that you're able to access of this tower. There are no more stairs going forward. Initially, you are shuffled into a fairly narrow stone hall, but it quickly opens into a much wider room. This room, unlike so many others, actually does have a shaft of light that comes from the ceiling and hits this blue gem, very similar to the gem in the previous room, casting a bit of light that extends to sort of this braided circle through here. As Hayn gets closer, he takes one look at the inscriptions on the ground and can tell you precisely what this room is. The ball in the center would have been used as a scrying focus, and the glyphs on the ground are basically a way to keep that scrying as undetectable as possible, as well as shield the user.
Okay.
And there are small doorways at the compass points. These are definitely here. And you can see the reflected light of additional gemstones. But in between, it's all kind of murky, shadowy darkness.
Like weird
You all
magical
do-
darkness?
No, it's not magical darkness. It's just there's no light. There's actually, other than the little shaft of light from the
Okay.
skylight above, there are no light sources. So you can see well enough with your dark vision, but there are no added light sources other than the single shaft of sunlight from above.
Okay, I'll ask Hayn. So, can you look in the scrying thing to see what he was looking at?
No, it doesn't work like that.
There's no replay function?
No, there's no replay function.
Well, can you make it go to look at something else?
Kind of takes a look at it. I mean, I could use it as a focus, but it's also possible that it's trapped, and that's what some of these glyphs are for. And he kind of taps his foot onto the magical writings.
Maybe.
I mean,
better
I
not
can
then.
try.
Well, I was just curious. There's nothing in particular I want to look at. So maybe if there is someday.
There's nothing at all that you want to look at?
Well, how does it work? If you gave it a name, could it find the person you're looking for?
Name, general description, if you know where they are, if you have something they owned.
What if you had something, but you don't know who owns it? Could you feed that into this and it'll find the owner?
That's not exactly how it works, no. I can try, but
Seems to have very limited functionality. No, that's fine. It can't look into the past, can it?
no. Not a regular scrying ball. I'm not sure the capabilities of this particular item, but normal scrying balls can't, no.
Well, let's go look at the other balls.
Okay. All right, which ball do you want to look at first?
Let's look at the red one.
Okay. So you work your way up and check out this amber-colored crystal. Fairly sizable. It's about the size of a soccer ball. All the stones here have been abnormally large. Like, it would be difficult to find stones this large in nature without them being, polished or more crafted. And none of these stones have really looked exceptionally polished or crafted. They still are fairly rough hewn. So this amber colored one is no exception. It looks like a massive piece of glass, but the deep colors and the imperfections show it to be a crystal instead. There are small bookcases around the corner. But other than that, there's really nothing in this little location.
We'll go check out the books.
A lot more draconic. Hayn scans the titles for you and says that this seems to be a smaller, more private collection than the one downstairs. There's a lot of personal journals in here, handwritten books and hand-bound books, a lot of alchemical journals, scientific notes, things like that. The owners seem to be very interested in the effects of lightning on things. Lightning as a barrier, lightning as an energy source, lightning as a deterrent. Very into the concept of lightning.
I'll just quickly run out to the center area and look up through there's a hole above, right above, you said?
Yeah, it's a little skylight right above the blue gem.
I don't see any kind of lightning rod up there, do I?
No, and you didn't see one on the parapets either.
Okay.
When you were, and those would have been up towards the tallest parts of the tower, and you didn't see anything like that either.
I'll ask Ken, can you shoot lightning?
No.
All right, just finish checking out the book, see if there's anything else.
Okay. There's a lot of notes and pictures. Again, the language, a lot of it is Draconic, which Hayn can kind of summarize for you, but some of it is stuff even he can't read. It's not Draconic. He's not entirely sure what it is, but it's certainly not Draconic. Fortunately, a lot of the journals have helpful pictures and schematics in them, and they appear to be odd beasties. Some of them you've met the acquaintance of. The guard drakes, the meanlocks. Some of them you've met. Others you have not. The friendly kitties that you met on the road are in here.
What are they called?
Displacer beasts.
Ah.
They are extraplanar in origin, at least according to the schematic. And they were being housed here at one point, according to
Basement, maybe.
Hayn's interpretations of these notes. The owner of the tower has apparently been spending his time mending and tending to what he believes are extraplanar beasts, creating a bit of a sanctuary for them.
So he didn't create a rift or anything? He's just been finding these things out in the wild and gathering them
No,
here?
not in the wild. He's been pulling them through those gates.
So he's creating the problem so that he can fix it, it seems like?
He's experimenting, according to a lot of these journals and notes. He's trying to create a stable portal into another reality.
Okay.
So far, he's been able to create very, very short-lived ones. And occasionally, he's able to bring creatures through. But they're generally injured or in some other way altered as they come through. So he set up his tower and the surrounding gardens as sort of a sanctuary for them, where he tends to them medically and tries to bring them back to health, as well as study and understand them. He has run into a few failures in the past where he's had to put down some of his experiments who have gotten too aggressive. But yeah, it looks like every creature you've come across, including the 2 displacer beasts outside the town, originated from those portals. They were his pets and his experiments. And he has more.
We better take this book then, with all the different beasts in it in case we run into them. Does he say where this rift is or this gate or like?
Well, he uses the if you remember from the one that had the elemental pools, those are his rifts.
And but they're all closed right now. They're not
right. When you were checking them out, they
Okay.
were all closed, and Hayn couldn't figure out how he was opening them or how to open them.
Okay.
Teleportation magic is not a thing. Portal magic is not a thing. It's a very specialized form of magic. It takes a lot of power to do, and it's incredibly dangerous. So yeah, he's been pulling these using those elemental pools basically to create these rifts, but he has yet to perfect it. He cannot. The mage wasn't able to stabilize it at all. They're very short-lived, highly unstable, and like I said, generally he hurt himself and or any material that he brought through.
So does it say what this room up here is for? What this big gem in the middle is for? What all these?
It's scrying room.
Just scrying, like looking at different dimensions and stuff, or
Trying to.
okay, so we can figure out where to open portals to. And gotcha. Maybe let's give this a try. Like, would this scrying thing work with fake names? Like, does it have to be a real name, like a true name or something like that, or can it just be a name that
I mean, what did you have in mind?
Lock her in.
For Lockerin. Do you have anything that belonged to Lockerin?
Possibly. I'm not sure. She was looking for it. I don't know
think
if that
you
means
do
that.
have something. I think you actually do have something that belongs to Lockerin.
Let's see. I've got this geode necklace, but that I don't know if that's hers or if she just wants it. What do I have that is Lockerin's?
Oh, maybe you don't anymore.
What was it?
I'm not going to tell you. You know what she looks like, though.
Yeah, well, I know what she looks like when she's not shapeshifted. But who's to say that's her real form?
It's true.
But I mean, it's better than nothing. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, it is worth a shot. So you give Hayn a general description of the last time you saw Lockerin. What she looked like, where she was, anything you remembered about her. Yeah, let me read what the roll is on that. Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
And these glyphs around this thing are going to protect you from being detected as you try to scry from her, correct?
That's what they appear to be.
Okay.
That's what they appear to be. So we got our focus. She will get a saving throw. That is a critical fail.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah. That's okay. Create an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. Okay. So, on this spectacular critical failure. Damn it.
Yay!
Damn
Yay!
it. I can't even blame Roll20 because it's not Roll20. It's the Wizard of the Coast dice roller. You are able to see general surroundings and a hooded figure in a black cloak. It seems to be maybe an inn room, definitely a low quality inn room. It's very, very close in there. The furniture is wooden. And it looks old and splintered and in poor repair. There's stains of dubious nature on the floor. And the entire little cubbyhole is lit by a single candle sitting on almost like a bedside table with a stool pulled up to it. You can see just the corner of a tattered blanket hanging off of what used to be the bed to one side. But most of the glowing gem is filled with a seated, hunching, hooded figure bending down over the table. Even with the hood up, you can see soft falls of brown hair escaping. And gloved hands work carefully, slowly, and with obvious practiced skill at crafting a sizable arrow, black, bound in leather, with what looks like raven quills as its fletching.
Can you tell where that is? I ask him.
There's no windows. It's difficult to place where it is. It just shows us.
How long does this last for?
I think it lasts for 10 minutes. Let me look again. No. This is why I should load these guys in here so I can do this. But I'm lazy.
Well,
yeah, 10 minutes.
This is why you bought the books.
Well, yeah, but if I loaded these guys up here, I could just load the spell instead of having to look at it every 5 seconds. Yeah, it's 10 minutes. You can keep it up for 10 minutes.
So I'll just keep watching for 10 minutes and hope that she goes outside or something.
Okay. So
I'll
you
shout
watch.
at it, hey, go outside. Make scary noises. Blah!
So you watch as she continues to work at her arrows for a little bit, eventually standing up. She's clearly already made several, and when she stands up, you have a better view of the table in general. And she's made probably half dozen of these heavy-duty black arrows.
Do I get a look at her face underneath the hood?
You catch a glimpse of it
Does it
as
look
she
the same?
stands up. It seems to be. Like, it's hard to tell with her hood up, but it doesn't look drastically different. Like, she still looks
Okay.
effectively the way she looked in the caravan.
All right.
But again, she's wearing, between her cloak, she's got gloved hands, she's got heavy boots on. She doesn't have a whole lot of skin poking out. It's
Right.
just her face. So yeah, she stands up, moves away from the table, and you can see the black arrows that she's left behind. She comes back and scoops them up and puts them in a quiver, but it's a quiver that has a like a top to it, so it's not open. It's almost like a enlarged scroll case of a thing, but it's got a strap on it that she puts on her back over the top of her cloak. And she appears to be headed out for the day, or at least preparing to leave the room. As she secures money pouches inside of her cloak, you can hear the soft jingle of coins as she situates her money, adjusts her straps, adjusts her boots. She blows out the candle, and you can hear her walk out of the room. And the last impressions you get before Hayn loses the scry, the end of the 10 minutes, is you hear a fairly distinctive sound. It is definitely the sound of water and the clanging of iron on iron.
Do I recognize it from Orin?
Mm-hmm. It was the industrial district, the ironworks of Orin, right where you come out of the river. That whole area is blacksmiths and armorsmiths and tanners, and it rang with the sound of crafts. It's not a sound you would forget.
Well, that means she's like a month behind us, though.
She's very far behind you. She's still in Orin.
So I give Hayn a double thumbs up.
So double thumbs up achieved. As the image fades from the globe, I'm going to need you on the board, please.
Uh-oh.
Need everybody on the board. Means I gotta find everybody. Who knows?
Oh, unrelated, but
Yeah.
I'll talk about it later. Never mind. It's not important.
Oh, what? No, I need to know.
Well, we're recording this. It's not important.
Oh.
I was gonna, and yeah, I'll talk about it later.
Stop it! You can't just say, I'm going to talk about this later.
It's not important.
Okay. I trust that it's not important then. Okay. So we have our little squad all peering around this ball. And as the image fades, the slight glow of the glyphs around the ball fade as well. But the ones on the outermost circle, the ones closest to the wall that you guys first saw when you came here, they start to glow a little bit of their own accord. They're too far to actually catch the light reflected by the blue ball. And the light that they pick up is more reddish than blue. I'm going to need you to roll initiative for me.
No.
Pretty please.
No.
Pretty please. Oh, shit.
Oh, wow, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Okay. 24. Let's
I
see.
sprint for the door and dive down the stairs.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeesh. Okay. God, Sarah, you're so damn slow.
Slower than Steingrimmer?
We'll find out. In this case, yeah, slower. No, not slower than Steingrimmer. And Hayn is the slowest of all.
God damn it.
All right. All right. All right. Oh, this is bad. Okay. There will be a small surprise round. To give you a chance to react and decide what it is that you would like to do. As you guys finish and you give your double thumbs up, bubbling over from one of these empty bowls is a massive black pile of something awful. It just undulates over the side and flops down on the ground and starts making its way towards the group at large.
I hope that's not the same black ooze I used in the Note board game, because that shit was nasty.
I've got too many books. Here we go. I like how the music's gone all peaceful now.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just enjoy the ooze.
Just enjoy the ooze.
Just enjoy it. Just let it do its thing. It's fine. Just relax. Don't worry about it. Just, it's a happy little ooze. Happy little ooze. All right. I was just checking its movement abilities here. Flop. So it is able to flop over. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. It's just got one. I don't know. What's your AC?
17?
Oh, that's not going to be high enough. Nope. A bit of ooze reaches out, collects itself, coagulates into a makeshift rudimentary fist, and takes a broad swipe at you, missing you completely. But even this close, you can smell it in the rot inside, and you can hear the small sounds of the acid etching the stone underneath you as this thing lunges towards you. And that is going to be it for the surprise round, as far as you're aware. So yeah, it is top of the round, and it is Squoan's go.
Okay. I'm going to spend a key point to use this to disengage.
Disengage it. Okay.
And I'm going to move back probably about to there.
Okay.
And I'm going to pluck a little gem from my belt of fireballs and huck it at the ooze.
Okay. Works for me. Using the actual fireball gem?
Yep. So
okay.
I have 7 gems, now I have 6. Throw a gem,
Okay.
it becomes a fireball.
Yep. It is a fireball. Okay. It has fireballs have a 20-foot radius.
I'm going to try to hit it towards the back end, sort of.
Okay. Like back here.
Let's see, what's the radius on? Okay, I'm gonna throw it a little bit further back.
Yeah.
I'll throw it.
So just throw it against the wall.
Yeah, basically throw it against the wall back here.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna try to. I don't want it to. Yeah, I guess against this wall, ideally over here,
Okay.
so that the blast isn't blocked by this pillar. Or I guess that's a bowl, but still, it's in the shadow.
Yeah,
of the
it's a
thing.
bowl, but okay.
But yeah, if I hit it over there, then that should leave Steingrimmer out of the radius. So,
Okay.
and it'll also make the blast uninterrupted.
Okay. Roll a strength
Strength. Wouldn't it be dexterity for throwing?
to throw.
Yeah.
No. To aim, it's dex. To throw, it's strength.
Well, if you're gonna make me throw, do the strength, then I wouldn't go that far because I don't want to make a strength throw. Like, you know what I mean?
You want to do a strength check?
Ideally not. Like I would rather. I'm going. If my strength sucks.
I
So
know it does.
if I stay here, would you still make me throw to see if I can hit the wall?
Well, I guess you are just throwing it against the wall. How far is it?
I guess 20 feet is still pretty far for a gnome. All right, I'll just move back and do my strength throw. Except I'll move slightly less back. There.
Okay.
God damn, this is going to go badly.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Can I roll athletics? I'm better at athletics than strength.
Okay, you can roll athletics. Hey! You just gotta throw it 20 feet. It's not that big a deal. And it'll explode on impact, because that's what it does.
Yeah.
So it does explode. Dexterity roll. Yay. You know, so good at that. Yeah, that's not great. Okay. So that will definitely hit the pile of black goo.
Yay.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
And go ahead and roll damage for that.
I don't know what a fireball does.
Oh, sorry. It is 8 dice 6.
8 dice 6?
Yeah, fireballs are no joke.
I only used one before against that bandit captain.
Mm-hmm. And you fucked him up too.
Yeah. Eight die 6. 36.
Ouch. I don't like that. I don't like
it.
that at all.
I
don't
like it.
at all.
I'm good with that.
Dexterity saving throw. No, that's not going to make it either. That blows.
Did I kill your ooze?
You know what? I don't want to talk to you about my ooze. You just don't worry about what I'm doing over here. You just focus on over there. Just, just shut up. You actually did not kill my ooze.
God damn it.
Although you did fuck it up pretty good. Let's see. That would be okay. But as the fireball explodes, causing the ooze to react and shrink back and generally be unhappy about life, you also hear a pained doggy noise, like a dog whine, and you smell burnt hair.
Displacer dogs?
A large black dog falls over into the doorway, just burnt to a crisp.
Oh.
Yep.
Awesome.
And keels over.
Okay. Yay!
DED.
I hope that's the last of those.
All right. Is that it for your turn then?
I used my bonus action and my action, so I think
You
that's
did.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then movement.
That was a good roll on that fireball.
Yeah, it was good. Yep.
Monster's turn.
That was a pretty good plan, if I do say so myself.
That was a very good plan. Yeah, you took out a whole doggo, and you really messed up that ooze. It's the ooze's turn again.
Maybe Hayn will take the hint and throw a fireball too.
He's got one. He's got one. That is a miss. Oh, come on, ooze. Why do you suck so much? God damn it.
We're too awesome for the ooze.
Damn it. Yeah, I can't do anything else. Boo. Boo. I'm mad. All right.
It sucks when your monsters just come out and
It
whiff.
does. Come on, boys. Making me look bad. Damn it. Just trying to kill these people. All right. From the other two doorways, coming around the bend and slipping from shadow into light as they get closer to the sunlight source, come these massive puppers, big old doggos with red eyes, black as night, running full bore. And one bites into Hayn, which I'm sure will go well since our wizard is just, tip-top form right now.
I hope he spent some hit dice.
He spent one. Yikes. That's gonna hit, and that's gonna hit hard. Doggo just lunges at Hayn, takes him down. Holy balls. Chomps good on his arm. Hayn has to do a strength check, which he fails. So he is prone. This dog just nailed him, floored him, and is going to rip out his throat in about 3 seconds.
Fuck.
Not that there's a whole lot left to Hayn, because that was a hard hit.
Is he like down unconscious down?
No, he's not unconscious. He's still screaming. He's awake, but he is badly, badly hurt. This doggo goes after Serendipitous, a better... that's actually real good. That will hit. That will actually hit. I'm impressed, doggo. That's the first hit Serendipitous has taken for a bunch of piercing damage. Serendipitous succeeds his strength saving throw, so he is not prone. He is up on his feet, but he also has a dog latched onto his leg.
So are these
growling.
dogs just black dogs, or are they shadow dogs, or what are they?
They are probably shadow doggos.
Okay.
Considering you didn't see them until they got within 10 feet of the circle.
Right.
So,
shadow dogs.
Motherfucking shadow puppies. I like shadow puppies. All right. It is Serendipitous' go. Serendipitous is having none of this bullshit. That's one good hit. And it will hit, indeed. On Serendipitous, fuck it up. No, now the one you're not. Oh, Serendipitous, you disappoint me too. You all disappoint me today. So that took a little baby chunk out of that massive, but not a whole lot. He's a little distracted. There's a lot of shit going on around him. Steingrimmer. I don't like ooze. We'll take a step away. We'll have to eat the attack of opportunity, which fails. Thankfully.
Yay! Do a thing, Steingrimmer.
Steingrimmer is going to smash the holy hell. Steingrimmer is in human form this whole time, by the way. He's not a bar.
All right.
So he does have his axe, which he will use. That will hit. That will definitely hit. That's a lot better. Okay, boys. All right. Big ol' axe down to this mastiff. That's a good hit. Hayn. Hayn's not gonna be able to do a whole lot. He's prone. He'll try and stand up with his doggo. Okay. So he can stand up, but he really can't do much else. Crap. Got a fireball. This is bad. Hayn's gonna die.
I hope not. I was hoping to bequeath this tower to him.
He's gonna die. Shit. Okay. Well. That's not good. That's
Is he
not
dead?
good. No. I'm just. He has limited resources, and I'm just. Okay, so he's got two third level spells. Both Fireball and Daylight are third level spells.
He's only got one slot?
Oh, he's got two left,
Okay,
but you only do one at a time.
right.
I think we gotta do Daylight.
It's probably a good call.
All right, we'll do Daylight. We will do Daylight using his poor mangled hands at this point. He casts Daylight spell, illuminating the entirety of the room, causing the puppers to wince and howl and back off slightly. Not going too far, but clearly not pleased with the situation. And that will be Hayn's turn. So we are back to the top of the round with Squoan and Serendipitous Riddlefist. What would you like to do, good sir?
I should probably try to save Hayn here.
Hayn's not having a good time.
Okay, so I'll bash this dog with my flute.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a hit?
That's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing? Why is this? Oh, here we go. That wasn't very good. I'll punch it. My fists also count as magical, just for the purpose of overcoming shit. So 13. Gonna do flurry of blows.
Okay.
So 2 more.
Nice.
Oh.
Not so much on the second one.
Still up.
What's the grand total?
The grand total is 1621.
21?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, still up, but a good. I mean, like solid.
Add a stunning strike to that last thingamajig.
Okay. Cool.
So Constitution saving. I think it's Constitution, isn't it? Yeah, Constitution DC 14.
Okay. It succeeds on the stun.
Bastard.
So yeah. But does have disadvantage still. So that's cool.
It does have
All right.
disadvantage still?
Well, the daylight gives it disadvantage.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Cool. Yes. Good.
All right. So yeah,
That's my
badly
turn.
wounded. That is your turn. Okay. The ooze gloms its way
Yeah.
over the ball.
What? Don't eat the ball? We might need that.
that is a miss on Hayn, I think. Yeah, that is barely a miss on Hayn. Really glad he put that mage armor on, or he'd have been boned.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yep. Big miss on Hayn. And doggos get to go. Mastiff. Also a
Nice.
miss on Hayn.
Oh, nice.
By one. By one. I don't want to disengage there. So, oof, that is a big whiff by our southern pupper. He's not doing so great. And he's got nowhere to hide, unfortunately.
Aha.
Okay, Serendipitous. Bring in the damage. One hit, that will connect. Second hit does not, because he rolled a 2, because he's trash.
Oh.
That damage sucks too. God damn it, Serendipitous. 6 points. Suck, man. What are you here for? All right, Steingrimmer, your time to shine, buddy. Show up Serendipitous, and he'll hit with that. Damage is not all that awesome, but you know, chipping away, making it happen. Hayn.
Finish it off, Hayn.
Well, Hayn can do that, or Hayn can do a fireball.
Oh, well, it's up to Hayn.
Let's do a fireball. We'll do a fireball. Targeting not the ooze, but behind the ooze.
Right.
Let me roll. It was. I told you what it was, and I forgot. It's 8 dice 6.
Yep, 8 dice 6.
All right. This is it. This is his last third level spell.
We're gonna have to take a rest after this.
No shit. That is 34 points of damage.
Oh,
very
that's pretty
nice.
good.
Very nice. Okay. The ooze is crispier, still kicking,
God damn it.
but crispier.
This is tough ooze.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Black puddings are tough.
Oh, black pudding. I've never,
Mhm.
I don't know what black puddings are. I'll look it up after.
Oh, they're the best. Just don't let one hit you. Okay. So that was Hayn. We're back to Squoan. Top of the round.
All right, I will bash this guy. This
Mastiff?
dog. The dog, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 24 will definitely hit.
7 bludgeoning.
Okay. He is
Still up?
still up, but barely.
God damn it. All right, I will okay, I can if I take this guy down, I can still use my flurry of blows since I'm not moving on this,
Right.
correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
I'll unarmed him. Oh, miss.
No.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's a hit on a Mastiff. Yeah, their AC's not that high. That's it. He's down.
Okay, flurry of blows.
Okay.
On the black pudding.
Black pudding. That is a hit.
Oh, wow. Also a hit?
You're hitting them with your fist.
Yes. Oh, you said acid. Oh, well, I'd rather get acid on my fists than on my flute.
Fair enough.
Okay, so that's actually just 8 damage.
8
plus-
damage in total?
No, plus 7, so 15 magical bludgeoning.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is enough to kill it.
Yay!
It is dead, but because you touched it twice,
Uh-huh.
you do take a little bit of acid damage.
Okay.
Let's see, what is it? So 6 points in total
That's not bad.
of acid damage. Okay. So yeah, the pudding is down. Yeah, puddings are cool. I'm a big fan of black puddings. They eat through your armor. They can eat through weapons. They split, which is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad we didn't see that.
You didn't, you didn't make it to that part, but they do split, which is always awesome. Okay, so the pudding is down.
Oh, I've still got movement.
Yeah, he's an ex-pudding. Oops.
I will boop over here to beside Sarah. Hi.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. Mastiff, once again going after Hayn. Oops. That is a miss. That is a big miss.
This Mastiff is still up?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mark that dead, did I?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, he's dead. So that Mastiff then. So that was those attacks will be on Sarah.
Okay.
They missed anyway. I rolled a 3 and a 5. So
Okay.
it wasn't like it was a big deal. So Sarah will take aim baseball swing style. Okay, hey, we got a critical. The first one
Nice.
sucked, but we got a critical on this one. God damn it,
Strong
man.
finish. Strong finish.
And that is enough to kill it. That is, let's see, 5 plus 7. Yeah, so that's 13 in total. That's definitely enough to kill that Mastiff.
Okay.
So he is down. All Mastiffs are down. Pudding is down. Of course, now it's down on top of the ball.
Yeah, is it like dissipating or is it just eating into the ball now that it's...
It's eating into the ball.
Okay, is there anything around, like is there a rug or anything?
Not that you've seen, no.
What about on previous floors?
Yeah, there were rugs and things on the previous floor.
The
Absolutely.
one right below us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll dash downstairs, grab some kind of rug, dash back up here and try to wipe this thing off the orb.
Okay. It is big. Like it is a large creature. So Steingrimmer and Sarah will have to help you. Hayn's noping out of this one. He's like, I'm good. I'm gonna have a seat over here. he's barely hanging on. But between the three of you and with the help of the rug, you were able to peel it off the scry crystal, which has some fine line shaping in it, but will still function as a scry crystal. It's just a little more decorative now than it was before. It's not quite as polished. It's a little more artisanal than it was before. Yeah, this thing doesn't dissipate. It just sort of glumps and then starts eating through the rug.
Right. Well, once we've got it sort of contained inside the rug, or sort of a ruggy, puddingy pile of goo, I'll go downstairs again and I'll collect some smashed up table bits, smash up some more tables, bring them upstairs, put them around this thing and light it all on fire.
Light it all on fire. Okay.
Yeah. We've got a natural chimney. Oh, wait. Is the...
Yeah, it's open. It's an open skylight.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it is an open skylight. So yeah, you do have a little bit of natural ventilation to help you vent the terribly acrid fumes coming off this thing, because it does stink to high heaven burning this sucker. It is gross. It smells of rotting garbage and just sulfur and rotten eggs. It is a terrible smell, but at least it's getting out. So you've defeated the terrors of the... I'll just put him over here.
Yay.
You defeated the terrors of the scrying room.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. With minor damage to most of you, major damage to Hayn, who looks like he could use a nap and a sandwich, to be sure.
I'll go over to Hayn and say, let's just quickly look at the other books, and then we'll leave and you can have a nap and we'll get you something to eat.
He gives you this incredulous stare.
I sort of pick him up and drag him over to the other bookshelves that we haven't looked at yet.
Okay, so you've taken Hayn by the hand, leading him around. Green or blue? Which way would you like to go?
We'll go blue first.
Blue? Okay. So you head over into the blue corridor. Is very much as depicted here. There are two tables. This one over here, it looks like it was used more for eating than anything else. Fairly, I mean, it's got dirty dishes on it, but they're not like gross or anything like that. It looks like an afternoon tea that just hasn't been cleared yet. There's a small stool there just for one person. On this side, however, there's a bunch of papers. This was the work table. So there's scrolls, there's paperwork, there's ink and quill. There's some books, some that have been set on the floor in neat little piles, some that have been left open or marked with bits of paper and slips of leather. Most of it is in Draconic. Some of it does have diagrams for those who can't read it. Hayn is able to take a look through most of it. Apparently, our master mage and alchemist decided that the best way to keep his pets in check was to harness his favorite element, lightning. He created a barrier around his house. So long as the barrier was up, undisturbed and unbroken, the town would be safe from his experiments.
We didn't encounter any lightning barrier on the way in, though.
No, you were able to walk in.
Well, that's unfortunate for the town.
So amongst the paperwork, in addition to sort of the schematics for how he built it and the charms and glyphs and things that he planned to use, there's also a scroll that was custom made, apparently by this mage, to channel the lightning in case there was a need to strengthen and or repair the barrier at any point. Because I guess it's a bit of a process.
Is there any indication what caused the barrier to come down? Was it his death that did it, or?
According to the notes and sort of his planning, because these notes appear to be from the planning stages through the execution. There were a couple ways that the barrier could be broken. One way would be he himself would deactivate it, which had to be a conscious act. He had the ability to put it up and take it down. One would be if for whatever reason the spell would fail. But he created a ritual, which is why he had the scroll version of it, because the ritual was so complicated and complex and channeled so much power that if it needed to be refreshed or mended on the fly, he wanted to have sort of like a backup reserve, which is what the scroll was. So it's possible the spell would fail to the point where he wouldn't be able to repair it, but he also didn't seem to foresee that happening. It would take a pretty powerful dispel magic or something along those lines in order to cancel out the spell. He seemed fairly confident that that wouldn't be a problem. He didn't think there was anyone powerful enough locally that could do that. The only other thing is if the physical barrier was somehow interrupted, because the spell is channeled into a physical wall. So if the physical barrier was in some way damaged or interrupted, that could cause the spell to fail.
So is this physical wall the actual wall around the tower?
Mm-hmm.
Did we see any interruptions in it, or?
Not in the front yard, no.
We haven't looked in the back yet, though.
But you haven't looked in the backyard, no.
Okay.
You did explore the front yard pretty thoroughly. It had wrought iron gates and a lot of wrought iron fencing, as well as a thorn wall and some stone walls, and all of that seemed to be intact.
So what if we can, assuming that the wall is interrupted somewhere, if we repair that and get this thing, do this ritual to get it powered up again, it'll be self-sustaining?
It'll be safe, yeah, unless either he comes back to life and shuts it down, or somebody of sufficient power comes by to interrupt the spell.
Would people be able to pass in and out, or once we get it going?
Yeah, the barrier doesn't affect anyone. Like you can open the door, and that doesn't constitute damage.
Okay.
That he built in fail safes to ensure that people could pass through unharmed, but the creatures could not. It's the creatures that are barred from coming through, not individuals.
So as we're researching all this and reading up on it, I'll be nudging Hayn occasionally and being like, "This is pretty interesting, isn't it?"
As he's holding his stomach, and bleeding down one leg. Yeah, he seems to put a lot of time and energy into this. It seems like a dangerous hobby.
Pretty interesting research, though, I imagine,
Very.
for a wizard
For a wizard.
like you.
Not like me, but yes.
All right, let's go read the other books.
Okay. We go into the Green Hall. This seemed to be more the alchemical section. Most of the books in here are treatises on various alchemical properties. It looked like one of these side interests that he had beyond just obviously a fascination with the concept of extraplanar creatures and getting to interact with extraplanar creatures and perhaps getting to visit other worlds. He also was interested in the medicinal and magical properties of bits and pieces of his pets.
Figures.
Should it come to pass.
Figures.
Yes. You know, in case something happened to them, could he harvest them for parts? So this was clearly the alchemy section, and he did have, there's this little table down here, but basically this entire section would have been collections of smaller tables where he was doing experiments on odds and sods and bits and pieces and things that were probably alive at one point and aren't anymore. Where he was delving into how these parts can not only be used to help, humankind, but maybe power his spells a little bit, kind of, sort of. And according to the notes and his journals on the bookshelf, that's actually how he came up with the idea for the wall in general. He had a, what we would call a method of lightning.
Right. Yeah.
And that's how he got the idea to power the wall with lightning. The method is no longer with us. Long may he be mourned.
Well, it's just a method.
So yes, this is the more alchemical
Although
aspect.
I guess methods are sentient creatures, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think for today we should grab the body of this Esogoras fellow and present it to the alderman. Make sure that we have the right guy. Maybe call it quits for today and come back tomorrow to make sure that we've finished everything off.
Hayn kind of nods. Seems like a dangerous proposition, though.
Maybe fix the wall if we can.
You gonna leave this place overnight? Hope nothing else comes out?
Well, if you feel up to going and making a tour around the wall today, I'm game. But
okay, yeah, I'll make a tour.
Let's take an hour though before we do that.
Let's take an hour. Okay, take a short rest.
Yeah, take a short rest. Let me meditate a little bit here.
Okay, all right, everyone, take a short rest. Poor Hayn.
Yay. Yeah, we really need a healer.
Samgrimmer will use his cure wounds, although he's running out of those quickly. Yeesh. Not great. Okay. So Sangrimmer is out of heals, officially.
Well, we gotta hope we don't get in a fight out in the back garden.
Oh, I'm sure. It'll be fine. Okay, so you take your rest, get your hit dice, you refresh whatever you need to refresh on your short rest. So you'd like to do a walkthrough, walk around
Yeah, that's the plan.
the grounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
While
Collecting
we're
the
up
body?
here, yeah, we'll take the body down to the ground floor while we're here.
Okay. Did you want to take the mending scroll just in case you find a breach?
Oh, yes, yeah. Is that how it would work? Would we cast it on the wall itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's built to repair the wall,
Okay.
and the wall is the focus of the spell. That's why it has to be intact.
Oh, so it's just like a straight mending, like mend the wall type spell. not
Yeah,
a-
it mends the wall and renews the spell. That's
Okay.
what the scroll does.
Gotcha.
And it's done to basically remove the need for a total recasting of the spell.
Gotcha.
It's just done to refresh it and to ideally repair any physical damage that's been done to it, assuming it is small enough of a breach that it can be done with a single repair spell and not anything more major than that.
I'll take a closer look at this scroll. Is it like written with method blood or anything?
It seems to be written in general ink.
Okay.
No method blood, no blood smears, no iconography of Method's face is twisted in torture terror.
Well, I'll hand it back to Hayn, slightly disappointed.
It just seems to be a normal scroll. So he'll pocket that. And again, you guys can, using one of the rugs remaining downstairs, can very easily wrap up Aegoras and between Serret and Steingrimmer. Can carry him down without doing damage to the body, ideally.
Okay.
Steingrimmer is very concerned about that. He doesn't want to hurt the body.
Mhm.
But you can make your way back down to the tower, to the first floor, and back out into the front yard, if you like.
Okay.
Did you want to take the body all the way back out to town, or did you want to check out the backyard first?
Yeah, we're going to do the backyard first.
Okay. Where do you want to leave the body?
Just near the front gate, not so that someone outside can see it.
Okay, so
But
stashed
like off to
behind
the
the thorn
side.
wall a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So the boys go and drop it off. There's only one path to the backyard. And it seems to be fairly heavily fortified for a backyard. Like the stone walls are super high, higher than any place else in the stone wall. And it is also covered in thorns. The heavy iron gate is locked, but you do have the key for it. It's the same key as the front door.
Oh, are you okay? Hello? Shit. Hello?
Or did you lose me? Oh,
Yeah, I lost you.
hi.
Hi.
No, I was still here. My
Hi.
internet connection is unstable.
Is it? Who said that?
Zoom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you glitched out for like 10 seconds or something.
Okay,
right?
it says you're back. All right. So the big wrought iron gate is locked, but you do have the key. And it looks like at one point it might have been secured with vines that made a lock, but they have since become untied and no longer do that. They sort of hang limply to either side.
So these walls that are closing off the backyard, are they of the same height as the big like exterior wall that we're repairing, presumably? Is that all wrought iron, or does it have like a stone top?
No, it's stone.
Okay, so is
Yeah,
it the
the
same
wrought
height
iron-
as this interior wall?
No. The wrought iron only exists towards the front gate, and then the rest of it is stone.
Okay.
But the stone walls only go up about 4 feet, and then there's a layer of thorny bushes on the outside of the stone walls,
Okay.
facing the town. Once you get to the backyard, though, those stone walls that connect the tower to the exterior stone wall, those are 10 foot tall, much taller.
Right.
And that seems to continue throughout the rest of the backyard, from what you can see.
So the walls around the back of the tower would also be 10 feet.
Yeah, much higher than the front.
Okay, so my question is, if I could somehow get to the top of these walls here, I'd be able to run around the outside wall around back.
Yes. But they are covered in the same razor wire, or the thorn bushes that the rest of everything is. So it would be painful.
Painful but possible?
Painful but possible. The last time you interacted with the thorn wall, it also reacted to you.
Like tried to snare me?
Yes.
Okay, well, maybe that's not a good idea then. So this wrought iron gate, can we see through it?
Mm-hmm.
What's in there?
There's a kind of a cobblestone path that rounds its way around the tower towards the back. There's some topiary. Looks like there might even be a few like actual garden in there. Some of the flowers you don't recognize, and they are definitely odd colors. But you don't see anything moving around.
All right, team. This is the plan. I will go in, sneak around. I'm actually not that great at stealth. I'm okay at stealth, I guess. If something spies me, I will race back here, and this will be our choke point. So don't go in. Don't go past this doorway. I'll lead them out through this doorway, and then we'll en masse bludgeon them. How big is this doorway? Like a bunch of.
It's a double doored wrought iron gate. Like
Can we just open one door of the
yes.
double door? Okay.
Yes. So it is possible that you could all fit through at the same time, or you could choke point it to a single side.
So everyone just wait out here, and if I scream from inside, well, depending on what I scream, if it's like just a wordless scream of terror and pain, come in and get me. Or if it's a scream, if I'm headed back your way, I'll shout incoming, and that'll be your signal to ready your weapons and smash whatever comes through after me.
Okay.
If I scream involuntarily with wordless terror and pain, but then followed up with an incoming, then just stay here.
All right. So you want to go through the door?
Yep.
Okay. You head through the door. Again, kind of going down this little cobblestone pathway that wraps its way around. As you get towards the back.
I'm stealthing, by the way. I'm very stealthy.
Oh, are you rolling your stealth?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Roll your stealth. That's not bad. Pretty decent stealth. So you're creeping along, pressed against the side of this tower, making yourself as small as possible. When you get towards the actual back of the building, the one that would be diametrically opposed to the front door, more razor wire thorn style hedges rear up to either side. The path is now flanked by them. What is in between doesn't seem to have a gate. It's just sort of an archway of these thorns. And it might have been blocked by the same vine, the same memory vine. But all of that has fallen away. It's just sort of hanging to either side, like some very, very sad green streamers. The stone wall does continue, but it's now lined by big dark green leafy hedges. So you can see that there is, beyond the gateway, there appear to be trees and other features that one would expect from a garden. And you can see that there is hedges beyond the gateway. If you make a perception check. You can see what appear to be little orange eye stalks above the hedge that forms the archway, the hedges that are directly in front of you. Little orange bobbing eye stalks, which remind you of the snails that you ran into on some of the higher floors. You can definitely hear it moving around. It seems to be munching on something in there.
So there's a snail on the other side of this hedge.
Mm-hmm.
So this garden area is directly opposite the gate, the entrance gate.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the back wall from where I am. I'd have to go through this
You'd
archway.
have to go in, yeah.
Okay. I will creep up to the archway and sort of peek around to see where the snail is and what it's up to.
Okay. So you creep up to our little cobblestone entryway here.
So
And you can...
I'm a little bit confused about the spatial.
Uh-huh.
So that up at the top, that's the back wall of the.
Yes, this is the back wall.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So you walked around the building, and then the cobblestone sort of kept pulling directly north instead.
Okay.
And so, yeah, this is an enclosed little area. This is
Gotcha.
the back wall. There's another wall. And then from this vantage point, you can see there is a third wall here that has enclosed this section from the rest of the yard.
Okay.
And then these are the actual razor thorn hedges.
Okay.
To either side. So from your vantage point here, you can see that there are several trees and large bushes scattered around, as well as multiple rocks. There is a snail off to one side who does not appear to notice your presence and is instead happily eating at something beneath it. You can't really see what it's chomping on, but it seems to be fairly peaceful. I'll go ahead and make another perception check while you're here. Okay. This section over here looks like it's a nest of some kind or a den. Somebody has dug down and made it. There's also a collection of rocks over here that create a small sort of cool area where something might roost. And directly behind it, you can see the hedges have been disturbed and there are multiple bits of rock that have fallen to the ground. This is where your wall has broken. And several of these rocks that create the little overhang are large enough that a creature, especially the size of the creature, the cats that you saw, would certainly be agile enough to use that as a stair step to bamf their way directly outside the door or directly outside the wall.
So in his notes, when he was detailing all the different creatures and stuff, did he happen to mention where he kept them all? Like, is this like, do I recognize this from his notes or anything?
He tried to keep them in places that made them happy. He did see himself, sort of fancied himself as some sort of like caretaker or zookeeper. Mm-hmm. There are creatures that he mentioned having that you have not seen. One is a lucrata.
It's a lucrata.
And one is a cataplepus.
Okay, we better go back and look at these notes. So, what I need is a witcher bomb to throw in that den.
Yeah, that's what you need. Definitely, you need a grape shot bomb.
Yeah. Okay, I'll creep back to look at that book Hayn still got.
Okay.
And I'll get him to explain what the different monsters are and whether they look like, which of these monsters would like the garden enclosure that I just saw.
Well, technically either of them would. Like, they're sort of loners, so anywhere that they could be alone would be good, or any place they could...
One or the other would be here, but not both.
Well, they might both be there because they don't eat the same things. So they could both be using it as a place to lure lesser creatures inside. Especially if he allowed, if the mage allowed the other inhabitants of his zoo to roam free. They would, because they both hunt that way. Leocrata, Leocratas hunt by smell, and they like large spaces.
Would that qualify as a large space?
Yeah, they would have a lot of place to run in there. And they definitely do like to run quite a bit. They also are mimics, and so would enjoy the various sounds.
What about the other one, the cataplepus?
Cataplepus. which I actually looked up how to pronounce specifically so I wouldn't screw it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually looked up Cataplepus and how to say it so I wouldn't sound stupid.
Aren't they in Final Fantasy? I think I recognize it from that.
Cataplepus? Probably. They're in Witcher.
Oh, maybe that's where I recognize it from.
Yeah, Cataplepus is in the Witcher story. It's a fantastic monster that he sometimes hunts. So Cataplepus, make sure I'm giving you correct information, are also large predators. They do dig down into dens. There we go. But yeah, they're big, shaggy monstrosities. They don't play well with others at all. There you go. They also hunt by smell. And they too enjoy large places to run around in. They are absolutely aggressive, but they stink to high heaven. They absolutely reek, which Lucrata do as well. So it might be that they have found a friend in one another. Or maybe they just enjoy being out in the air. It's hard to say.
Okay, I will go back sneaking. I didn't smell anything when I was there, did I?
You didn't, but
I wasn't intentional.
you weren't. Yeah, you were barely on the edge of the garden. So
okay, I'll sneak back to where I was and I'll sniff the air, like really try to get a good whiff of anything.
roll perception.
Oops. Hey.
Oh, another 20. It doesn't smell great out here. Like the snail doesn't seem to be disturbed, but it smells like you might be a little too close to a midden. It's not overpowering by any stretch, but there is a definite unpleasant tang to the air.
So it is definitely localized or focused around this.
Yes, yeah, it wasn't something you noticed unless you came in here and like purposely took a big whiff, and even then it's fairly faint.
Okay, I'll stealth back to the others. And I'll say, okay, so it looks like we have a bit of a fight on our hands. So I'm thinking, like we have to fight these two monsters I was just looking at in this book, probably, as in addition to another of the snails. So,
Steingrimmer's eyes get wide. And he looks down at the pictures in the book and looks up at you.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe we should call it a day for today, and I'll go around back and make a little camp around the back wall just to make sure nothing, because there is a crack in the wall back there that these beasties could be getting in and out. So I don't know, me and Steingrimmer are used to roughing it, so maybe we could go around back and make a little camp back there. And oh wait, does this tower border on the woods? Like, or are we in the
Yes.
middle? Okay.
Yeah, it's at the back of town. There's no town behind the tower.
Okay.
It goes directly into the woods.
So you and so Sarah and Hayn and Orin can just stay at the inn, and me and Steingrimmer will just keep watch around back, and then we'll reconvene in the morning and head in there. Maybe come up with some kind of tactical plan to take these guys out. Maybe my choke point plan doesn't seem like a bad one, possibly. Although there's a potential of that we could just scare them out through the back wall, which would be bad. Do any of you know how to make traps?
We all kind of look at each other.
Well, maybe before we split up for the evening, we could go to the inn and ask around town if there are any hunters who could maybe make up some snares around the back there.
Okay. So you head back to the ambushed angel.
Yeah.
Just name of the inn. There are a couple folks there. I mean, this isn't a huge hunting village. It's mostly a trading village. But they're thinking like rabbit snares. They're not thinking cataplepus snares.
Well, I'll see if maybe they can rise to the occasion. I'll pull out the book and flip to the page and point at it. Something like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Which of course is gonna freak everyone out. They're like, what is this?
The situation's under control. Don't worry.
Oh my god. It's just a wave of people just trampling out of the inn, just like noping the fuck out. Like, what are you smoking? There is no way.
Well, I'll call after them as they flee. Well, then stay indoors and maybe lock your doors for the evening.
Yeah, so that would be a no on the traps. Like, I don't think you're going to get much assistance there from the brave townspeople who have seen this monstrosity that you were telling them is at the edge of their town.
Well, Steingrimmer, how confident do you feel about rigging up some kind of rope and net situation?
He could probably do it. He's got some survival. Not a whole lot, because he doesn't really hunt.
Well, I can help. I can lend my assistance.
Okay.
But we should probably sort out this business with the wizard first to show his body to the alderman.
Yeah. All right. So Hayn is going to stay at the inn because he's very tired. Sarah will stay behind as well, so it'll just be you and Steingrimmer going to talk to the alderman. Steingrimmer can carry the body, no problem, by himself. He's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll carry it behind you. Feeling a little awkward carrying a dead man through the center of town. And of course, word of the monstrosity at the Wizard's Tower is just spreading through Stargrin like wildfire. As people are racing to their homes, and if anyone sees you on the street, it's an immediate like about face cross the street, not having it. Like just
I will give everyone we pass a big thumbs up and a grin and be like, under control. We're on the case. Team Riddlefist has you covered.
So you make your way to the alderman's house, and he's a little surprised to see you there with a dead body, but agrees to listen to your story. I assume you just tell him about your adventure.
Yeah, we tell him what we accomplished so far. All the evils we vanquished and various terrors we beheld inside the tower, which are now totally under control and everything.
Everything's fine.
But yeah, I pull the wrapping back from this guy's face and ask him if this is the wizard.
Oh yeah. And then of course, he's very upset, and his wife is very upset. She was the one that you met on the road initially. They're very distraught that Eocorus is no more, and they'll make the arrangements. They don't think he had any family, none that they were aware of anyway. So, they'll start the memorial as quickly as possible.
Well, we have a plan for tomorrow to seal the tower so that nothing can come out to disturb you fine folk anymore. There's the possibility that we might be leaving a wizard behind to watch over it, although there's a possibility that might not be happening. Either way, it'll be fine. We have a spell that'll fix the wall, electrify it to keep...
We might have a spare wizard, we might not. It's just, it's just whatever. Whatever happens.
Exactly. But in the meantime, we're kind of we've accomplished a lot today, as I'm sure you can imagine from what I've told you so far. So we're a little bit tuckered. Our wizard needs a rest before we fix the wall. So I was wondering if you could provide us with any nets.
Nets. Oh yeah, yeah, they can do nets.
Okay,
Yeah, nets is no problem.
so that would be great.
Yes, they can certainly furnish you with nets.
And my condolences. This wizard, he's quite an impressive fellow. Like, we've been leafing through his notes and stuff, and he's really pretty intelligent.
Yeah, the alderman nods and agrees. He's been here longer than most of us, and he's never been anything but a credit to the town. I know what they say about, folks who meddle, but he's never done anything but help the town. It's sad that he met his end in such a gruesome way, but never anything but a credit to us.
Well, he was, dabbling in dangerous waters, but nothing ventured, nothing gained is how I see it.
He kind of gives you a queer look, and I suppose.
But yeah, we'll have this all
look at it.
sorted out tomorrow. And if you could show us to your net supplier, that'd be great.
The alderman's wife will just strip off some of the nets that they use to secure cargo from her wagon and just give you those. There's no fish there. So
yeah,
that's the best you're going to get is cargo nets. But they're decent. They're in good repair, well made. So yeah, she'll give you 3 of her big cargo nets from her wagon.
I thank you. I show them to Steingrimmer, see if he approves of the nets.
He doesn't know what he's doing, so sure, it's all great.
I will take that as a vote of resounding confidence.
Yes. Steingrimmer's always game. Whatever. Worst case scenario, we get eaten in the night. It's all right. It's okay.
Well, we better get busy on this.
Okay.
We'll part from Serad and go around behind the tower and start setting up some kind of net to capture anything that might pass over the wall.
All right, I'm gonna roll survival with advantage.
With advantage because I'm helping. What's his survival anyway? Because mine's pretty good.
Oh, he has a +5 to survival.
I have +6.
Oh, do you want to do it? And he'll give you a boost?
Okay, yeah. Oh my god!
Oh, well. Well, they're nets.
Do we manage to get them up in the
Yes, I mean you can
or something? And
yeah, you can string them up. Okay, it's not the best trap ever, but it'll do in a pinch. You hope.
Okay, so can I recognize that it's not the best trap?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'll do is I will try to hook up some kind of noise-making thing so that something like, I don't know, what would make noise? Why can't I think of something that would make noise? Something medievally, like not tin cans, obviously, but I'll look at Steingrimmer. Do you have any ideas?
Rocks on a shield. You could do.
Do we have a shield? I don't have a shield.
Sarah does a shield. Yeah, any kind of metal.
We could just make like a small pile of rocks and
Okay.
Well, how would that work though? It wouldn't. Well, maybe it would. So if we tie like a rope between 2 trees and then pile rocks around like both ends of the rope so that when something trips it, it'll shake the rope and hopefully the rocks will tumble. And
You just make a timber fall.
what's that?
Just take a bit of tree, tie it up, and if somebody trips the rope, it falls.
Okay,
Even if it doesn't hit the creature, it'll hit the ground.
that'll work. Yeah. So, and then in combination with that, near our campsite, I want some kind of rope to our nets so that I can hit with
Right.
an axe or something to bring them down.
Okay. Okay. Easy enough. I mean, Sengrimer fights with an axe, so you
Right.
have an axe.
Probably it's too big for me to comfortably handle. But
No, you can't do it, but he could.
I'll have to wake him up if it's my watch then and get him to get the
Yes.
rope. Okay.
Yes. Which is allowed. All right. So you've got your ingenious Home Alone setup going. You bed down for the night.
Yeah, I'll forage for our food.
Little meditation, little food.
Yeah.
Sangrimer's a little scared.
I've been trying to grow my hair out since we left Orin. How's that coming along?
Well, as it's been mentioned, it hasn't been that long since you left Orin.
I think it's actually been a month, hasn't it? You said
It has, yeah. It has. You guys have been traveling for several
I'm just saying
yes.
that it's only been a week since Christmas Village or so.
We're not doing Christmas Village anymore.
You can do
Ever
Christmas
again.
Village.
No. Fuck Christmas Village. Christmas is forever ruined.
Well, I did kill the Krampus, so
You killed Krampus. Krampus always comes back. But anyway, I'm just going to do the rampage of the gingerbread golem. That was my favorite part anyway. So you guys have your night where you get some sleep anyway. So you can refresh your hit points
so
and any key points, anything like that. So you're rested and ready to go. Now the other crew is just going to meet you here, right?
well, I figured we'd meet them at the end.
Oh, you want to go to the inn? Okay.
Yeah, like we're just here overnight to make sure nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing seems to come out, at least nothing that you see or hear. You do notice in the night, once the sun has set, and in the morning before it's risen, that beyond the hedgerow, on because the hedges cover both sides of the actual stone wall.
Yeah.
But in between the bits of hedge, you can actually see the wall at night does glow purple.
Oh,
Only at the edges, though, like where you're camped out in front of the break. Clearly, there's something wrong.
okay.
It sparks, and then it goes dead.
Why don't we just repair the wall from this side? Why do we have to go fucking in that side and repair it? What are we thinking here?
It has to be done from the grounds.
No.
That's part of the ritual. The ritual is only done on the grounds.
Okay.
And this, again, your scroll only refreshes the spell that was already
Right.
done there.
Gotcha.
You can repair the wall from out here, but you can't refresh the spell.
Gotcha. I mean, repairing the wall from out here is definitely going to cause some commotion in there.
It's probably going to cause some commotion.
We really need Witcher bombs. We could just lob them over the wall here.
You really need Witcher bombs. No, didn't prepare properly.
We don't even have any toxins to coat our
No,
weapons
no
with.
toxins, no mutagens, no nothing. Just shove them in your gob.
Yep.
Yup. I see your plant, by the way.
Can you?
Mm-hmm. Just in the corner.
I guess so, yeah.
He's a handsome boy.
Yep.
All right.
Good plant.
He's a good musical boy. All right. So you wake up, you head back to the inn to collect your intrepid party members who spent the night sleeping and having sandwiches. Hayn is still unhappy, bandaged, and feeling a little better, but deeply unhappy about the state of affairs, because he's been thrown around like a rag doll for the past 2 days. But Undeterred, he marches on to what is probably your certain doom. He's not feeling positive about the cataplepus.
I will do my best to raise everyone's spirits. Play a little marching tune on my flute as we
Okay.
head over there. Get
All right.
Sphinx to dance along,
To dance.
or at least prance in time.
I was gonna say, pops along in time. On your way back to the Stargan Tower once again for the final showdown of whatever the hell is living in the backyard. It's probably gonna eat your faces off. So
That
now,
the
how are
snail we
you gonna do
fought
this?
before,
Mhm.
it didn't move very fast, did it?
No. No, they don't move very quickly at all.
In his alchemical notes, this wizard,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have any notes for how to, well, make bombs ideally, but if not bombs, then maybe some kind of burning, like pitch or napalm we could dump down.
Alchemical fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did?
He knows how to make an alchemist fire. Yeah.
Okay, let's go into his lab there and see if we can whip up some alchemical fire.
Does anyone have
Well,
that ability?
I was hoping we could just follow his notes.
Okay. Does anyone have any skill in the arcane other than Hayn?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely leaning on Hayn here.
Oh, okay. All right, let's roll for Hayn. He rolled an 18. Hayn will make, we'll say, I mean, it takes a minute. He can make 4 doses of alchemical fire with what's in the tower, and after messing it up a couple of times.
So how long, or I mean, what exactly does this do? Like if
Alchemist fire, it's
Yeah.
Greek fire. It's basically pitch that when it hits contact with air, it's in a pouch. So it hits, pouch splits. When the substance inside makes contact with air, it bursts into flames. But it sticks to what it's on.
So this burrow, it is a burrow, correct?
It's a depression as best you can tell. You're not really sure how far it goes down. It's clearly a divot in the yard.
So this wall here, that's a stone wall behind the hedge, correct?
Yes, yeah. Wherever you see hedges, they're encapsulating a stone wall. This here at the bottom doesn't have a stone wall. It's purely razor wire or thorns. And then this is completely open. There's no gate or anything. There's an archway that looks like it might have been cut off with vines, but those vines aren't bound anymore.
Okay. Orin's not going to be much use for you.
I left Orin at the inn. Orin will die.
Right.
Like, Orin's not going to be any help at all here.
That's where you're wrong. So we'll go back to the inn, grab Orin, take him around back to the to where we've got our nets and our axe and our everything like that.
Okay.
Does anyone have just like a hatchet, like not a big Steingrimmer axe?
Yeah, Steingrimmer has a hatchet. Like beyond, he has his fighting axe, but he has a hatchet too. Like he's a woodsman. So yeah, he has a small camping roll with basic tools in it.
Okay, I'll point at the wall and I'll say, okay, Orin, keep your eyes on that wall. If you see anything come through, see that net? You want to chop this rope and make the net fall on whatever comes through.
He gingerly takes his hatchet.
You also want to stay out of sight. You also want to like.
Oh, he's cool with that. He's perfectly fine with that. He's all about hiding.
Okay.
He's heard what's coming down the pipe. He's not for it. Hell, Hayn is, 10 levels higher. He's not for it. He's just, no.
All right, so we've got the escape route covered.
Yes, escape route is covered.
So now we'll go back. And now, so... I want to, I think... try to get on top of this wall here. You say it's covered with the razor wire.
Yeah.
But if I, as long as I'm not moving along it, as long as I'm standing still.
You should be, you won't know until you get close enough to it. But the ones outside was slightly sentient. It does react to you.
This stuff here seems more withered though, because it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to sneak. I'll leave everyone at the choke point.
Okay.
I'll sneak back there. I will sneak around to that side of the wall. And I will sort of poke at it. See if it reacts.
Okay. If these sides here don't react as much.
10 feet high though?
It's a 10-foot high wall.
I have this thing that doubles my jump distance.
You do.
Would that be high enough to get me on top of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's one key point. Nope, that's not it. Oh yeah, it is. That's it. Step of the wind. Your jump distance is doubled for this. Okay, so I'll spend a key point. And I will... Okay, no, wait. Before I do that, I will sneak back to everyone else. And I'll alert them to the plan.
What's the plan?
So there's a burrow on near one end of the near one of the walls. I'm going to jump up on top of the wall, take this alchemical fire, lob it into the burrow. Hopefully something will come out. If not, maybe I'll make a loud noise, and then I'll lob some more onto it. And then we'll see what happens. This snail, that doesn't move very fast, does it?
Nope.
I mean, once we have things on fire, at least we'll know what we're dealing with. Because whatever noises it makes will probably draw out its friend. And then I'll lob more fire. And at some point I'll try to jump down from this and lead them back to the choke point, I suppose. I'm pretty fast.
The only Hayn would probably have an objection, which is that it might be better to keep them in the garden because they both do like to run long distances, and if we give them a lot of space, that might be bad.
Bad
I mean,
house.
there's pros and cons. They might have the ability to charge. They're both very large creatures, so being in a smaller space might inhibit their movement.
Large enough to, like, this opening in the hedge down at the bottom there. Would that be wide enough for both of them to pass through it? Oh, wow, they're huge then. Okay, well, that could be our choke point then.
Possibly, yeah.
All right, so
I mean, the fire plan is still a good plan. It's just letting them leave the garden might not be. But then you also have two large creatures in a confined area, which could also be bad.
do either of them have like ranged attacks, like spitting venom or something weird? Both of them or one of them?
Yeah, the Cataplepus has a massively long tail that it likes to use. Poison is certainly a thing. Death rays are kind of a thing.
Death rays. Shit. Okay. Well, I mean, it seems like this is going to be a tough fight. It's basically what it boils down to. So we'll light them on fire and see what happens. We'll make the hedge.
Okay.
The hedge opening our choke point.
Okay.
We'll hope the snail doesn't get too involved.
Okay. All right. I'll get him on the board while you get in position. You can put yourself on the board too if you'd like.
Okay.
Your place on the wall.
Oops.
He's hiding.
Who's hiding?
Orin, I put him up here,
Okay.
but he's hiding. I guess you guys can be down here. All right. Okay. We're gonna roll initiative, even though you get the surprise round.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your initiative. Just for the sake of it.
Music died.
Did it? Mine's still
The
going.
music died. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, mine died.
Here, I will start it again.
Oh, look at that initiative.
23. Wow. Okay. Let's see how everybody else does. Ooh. Sangrimer at the bottom of the pack again. We rolled a 1. Okay.
What?
That seems to be the preferred initiative order. Okay. Well, you get the surprise round, so do your thing.
Okay, I'm gonna lob alchemical fire into the burrow.
Okay. Go ahead. It's technically a ranged attack. So just roll your dex, basically.
Okay.
So you plunk it down. Now, from your vantage point up here, you can see this whole area is pretty fetid. Like the grass around the burrow is starting to go brown and the trees are starting to die off a little bit. They still have their leaves, but you can see where they're starting to crust over and look kind of sickly. So you pop in your alchemist fire, which I believe is, yep, and give it a dex save. Now that roll. So it will take a wee bit of fire damage.
Yay!
Yeah, because it doesn't have any resistances. Which causes a now flaming Cataplepus to come hauling ass.
Can you enlarge that so I can get a look at it?
Yes, I'm changing my view right now.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, oh fuck indeed. This is a big boy. This
Skulls
is a
are not a good omen.
large boy. No, this is a big boy with a big ass mace effectively on the edge of a very
see
large
that.
tail. Yeah, he's a big boy. So he has emerged from his den, slightly on fire, making awful noises, which also encourages his buddy to creep out and see just what's going on here.
What is that?
This.
Oh my god. That's even worse. What is that?
That is the loot craft. Big, stinking, awful bit of monstrosity, nastiness that comes crawling out of this dark place, called by the cries of
Maybe we
its
should have had someone else on the other wall to throw fire. Oh, well,
guardian.
whatever. Too late.
Okay, so first proper round, which means you go first. You rolled highest.
Well, I'm going to throw more fire.
More alchemist fire?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
That is a failure. You miss.
Yep.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to do with your turn?
Have they seen me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They see you.
Well, maybe I'll just hop down. Well, I don't know. Maybe should I stay up here? I'll try to make myself small. I'll sort of crouch down up there.
Okay, you make yourself small.
I'll stay up here one more turn. See how it goes.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan. Okay. All right, your turn is over. It's my turn. Oh dear. Oh, I need you to do a Constitution throw. DC 16. Oh no, wait, disregard. You don't have to, it's not close enough. Next turn.
What's the radius of whatever
10
it's?
feet. 10 feet.
I'm higher though. I'm like 10 feet up.
Yeah, that's why I said don't worry about it.
Oh,
So the Cataplephus approaches the wall,
I think it saw me.
and with its long mace-like tail, attempts to pop you off that wall. What is your AC currently?
17.
Well, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit hard. +4. Yeah, that is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
And make a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay, that is a fail. So you are stunned for a turn,
Well, that's
effectively knocking you off the wall.
so I'm off the wall.
Yeah.
That's okay. Oh, why am I knocked into the wall? Wouldn't I be knocked back off the wall?
No, because he swiped you this way.
God damn it. Intelligence on this thing.
They're very smart.
Stupid thing.
Actually, they're not. They're really dumb. But they smell very well.
Mm.
So yeah, he pops you back into his lair for noms. You know, it's been a while. He's hungry.
Well, I hope everyone's paying attention because I don't think. Did I have time to let out a strangled scream of pain and terror?
No. But I imagine they would come running anyway. I don't think they're going to let you go alone, quite frankly. We'll just say they're here because that's dumb for you to. That's just dumb.
Well, I said that they were at the choke point. I just don't know if they were going to be watching.
No, we'll be at this choke point. Yeah, because you said this is going to be the new choke point.
Yeah, that was the plan. Right where they are, that's where they're supposed to be. My question was if they were watching what I'm doing.
No, yeah, they were definitely watching you get bitch slapped by it.
Okay.
Lepus. Yeah. So the Lucrot, my other favorite animal. I have lots of favorites. Excuse me. What is your move, sir? Oh, yeah, that's right. You move like a like a fiend. Sorry about that. I had a mighty cough.
Yeah, are you all right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been coughing a lot?
Nope. That's the first one today. Just talking too much. Oh, yeah. These suckers move fast. Full bore.
Oh, shit.
2 attacks.
This plan could have been better. This was not a great plan.
Not a great plan. But I believe in you. That's a critical fail, and that is also a miss. So whiffs by the Lucrot. I am disappointed. Flail Snail knows better than to mess with a Lucrot when it's mad, so
That's
it's just gonna kind of head over in this direction and pretend like it's not part of this party. It does not want a piece of this at all.
I might let this snail keep its shell as long as it stays the fuck away from us.
Okay, that's very gracious of you.
Yeah.
Very gracious of you. All right, next is Serendipitous. Serendipitous got to go over there, which means he's going to take an attack of opportunity. 10, 20, 30. He's going to have to go the full thing, give another target. He will absorb an attack of opportunity as he goes. That is that is barely a miss, but it is a miss. We will take it. Yeah, he's going to try and keep your butt alive. Steingrimmer. Okay, Steingrimmer. Time for you to shine, buddy. You didn't do much in that last fight. You're paralyzed a lot, but I believe in you. Let's call out what can we do here? Oh, there we go. That's a good one. We will do...
I like this impromptu playlist you put together.
Yeah, I do too, actually. It was just sort of a dorky one, but I enjoy it.
It's good.
Okay, we're gonna do Flaming Sphere.
Who we are or they are?
We are. Or we can do, I don't know if we've got enough space to do that. Might. 'Cause that's a good one. I'll do Flaming Sphere to start. Build your flaming sphere. And put it behind the Lucrot. And who gets a save? That is a failed save. Okay, so Steingrimmer conjures up a flaming sphere behind the Lucrot's butt.
Steingrimmer does?
Uh-huh.
Since when can he do that?
He's always been able to do that. He just doesn't like to.
Huh.
He gets embarrassed about his magic. He doesn't like to use it. He only uses it a couple times. But it seems like it might be worth doing it now.
Yeah, I agree.
And then he'll use his bonus to bear form.
Okay. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Okay, so Flaming Sphere, not a whole lot of damage, but it'll keep him busy. That's 7. And then it's Hayn's turn. Okay. Hayn's just gonna do a fireball. Just he's gonna like all of it. Just burn it down. just I'm done. Just burn it down. This might hit the snail though. Let's see.
Don't hit the snail. Don't piss off the snail.
Don't piss off the snail. We're gonna burn this down. Okay. It has 37 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
10, 20. Yeah, you can't make a hit. Okay, so we'll put it there. So it only hits Lucrot. It can't get close into the Cataplepus. But it won't hit you guys either. So he will fire it up. That is 37 points of damage to the Lucrot. And then, yeah, that's it. That's all he can do. Probably should have done Mage Armor, but, you know, offense. Okay. So that's it. Top of the round. We go back to Squoan. Squoan, you are still stunned, buddy.
Do I make a saving throw or anything?
I'm going to check. I don't think you do because it only lasts for 1 turn.
Okay.
But I will double check. Let's see. Yeah, it only lasts until the Cataplep's next turn, so you don't get a chance to recover.
All right.
I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
No.
DC 16.
Oh. Is it against a magical effect?
No, it's the stench of the Cataplepus.
No.
Just a natural effect.
Hey!
Hey! Good to go, buddy.
Man, the stupid book warned us about this stink. We should have stuffed our noses full of shit.
All right. Sarah needs to make, or no, it's turn. It gets to go first. Okay. So, what's your AC currently?
17.
Critical failure.
Yay.
That is a critical failure. Oh. All right. Critical failure from the Cataplepus as he tries to, I don't know how he failed. I don't know how he fucked that up, but he can't hit.
Huzzah.
Oh my god. Cataplepus, you disappoint me. All right. Lucrot's turn. Come on, Lucrot. 17 will hit. A 15 will not. But that's still some significant damage to Steingrimmer, who takes a bite.
No.
For 8 points of damage to Steingrimmer.
It's gonna get infected.
Probably. This thing is awful. And then, is it gonna bail? I think we're gonna bail. Oh no, can't do that. Because it didn't make its attack. So it's stuck. Snail is just gonna keep going this way. Like
Good job, Snail.
He's like, I'm not about that life. I'm gonna be over here. Because those guys are bad news. All right. Back to Serendipitous. Serendipitous gets 2 attacks. Make him good, buddy, because you guys are kind of boned. I'm leaving you, kinda. All right. Kind of let us. That is a hit. That is also a hit.
Nice.
So 2 hits. Oh, and actually good rolls for once. So between the hits and a little bit of damage, let me get my pen. That is going to be 18. That is 25 points of damage.
Good job,
to
Sarah.
our friend the Cataplepus. Finally, Serendipitous pulling his weight.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Serendipitous finally doing work. Steingrimmer is still very scared. Very, very scared.
He's a bear now.
He is a bear now, so he's gonna wreck face. So he's gonna do his claw and bite attack. Only the bite attack hits, unfortunately. But that's still 10 points of damage to the Lucrot. Which is nothing to sneeze at.
Nope.
Hayn. Probably gonna do Mage Armor on Hayn. We're gonna do a Mage Armor on Hayn. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do Mage Armor on Hayn. I'd really like to throw another fireball, but better safe than sorry. Okay. Mage Armor on Hayn. End of turn. Squoan, you're up! You're awake. You're not stunned anymore. You're not dead. You're just staring down at Cataplepus. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn it. Damn it.
Oh, no, wait. I lied. Don't. You're good.
Oh, okay, good.
Anytime you succeed, you become immune for an hour.
Oh, an hour.
So you're
Ha,
good.
ha, ha.
Yeah. So you're good.
Ah.
Sarah's good.
So, would it be possible for me to pull off another gem and lob it over the Cataplepus to hit this back wall?
Do a what? Oh, you want to throw another... yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that would put it into the radius of the fireball.
Yeah, you still have to throw it. You still have
Yeah.
to roll the throw, but yes.
I could just roll alchemical fire. That's not as much damage, though, is it?
No, it's alchemical fire is very low damage. It's like a die 4 fire.
Oh, really? Okay, well,
Yeah,
this
but it
plan was
continues to
flawed
burn.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing with alchemical fire is it's low fire damage, but it's sustained fire damage. It continues to hit him for every turn until he can shake it, and he hasn't been able to do that yet. So he's been taking damage every round.
Okay. I think this is worth expanding another fireball gem, so I'm
Okay.
gonna do that. Or maybe Squoan just got excited by the fireballs going off
Yeah, there's a lot of fire.
down there.
There's a lot of fire going on.
5 gems left.
Ooh.
So that would be that's athletics to huck it over.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead and roll your athletics.
Oh my God! You piece of shit!
No.
So where does
All
it
right.
land?
So you make it over the Cataplepus, but just barely. It hits the ground. But the Cataplepus takes up a good portion of that. So everyone roll your deck saves.
Would this be a magical effect? Actually, I don't think this
Yeah, this
qualifies.
is a magical effect. Oh, well,
Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Never mind.
no. Okay.
Yay!
Okay, so you make yours. Sarah does not. Actually, I'll give him an advantage because you guys are behind the Cataplepus. Okay, that does succeed. Roll 16. That will succeed. So
Yay.
Sarah makes it, you make it. The Cataplepus does not. You only roll the 6. So go ahead and roll damage for that fireball.
8d6.
Yep.
What? Fuck you. I could have
21.
done more than that with my fucking flute. God damn it.
Ah, rah.
Rah, rah.
Ah, rah.
What kind of damage is that?
Oh. Okay. It is the Cataplepus' turn, unless there's anything else you'd like to
that
do.
was my action. Let's see if I got
Yep.
a bonus action at my sleeve. I'm going to spend a key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on my turn.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get hit by that fucking tail again.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. The Cataplepus' eyes glow a fearsome violet color as he stares you down, snout to snout. Please make a Constitution saving throw, DC 16.
Shit.
Okay, buddy. You have experienced the Cataplepus' death ray. I need you to take 29 points of damage.
What? Fuck. I have 1 hit point.
That's good, because if you had 0, you'd be dead.
Oh my god. Why
Yeah.
swung with his goddamn tail, the stupid guy.
No. And I already had that rolled up, just in case you thought I cheated. I already had that rolled up. It was going to be a death glare. Okay, Lucrot.
Stupid Cataplepus.
That is a hit on Steingrimmer. A bite. There's a miss on the hooves. The hooves keep missing and it makes me sad.
Yeah. So sad.
And, well, because he does something cool if he hits with his hooves. So 8 points. Another 8 points of Steingrimmer. Which, you know, not great, but not awful. Snail ain't having it. Snail is going to live free and happy over here. So we go to Serendipitous, who once again, he looks at you once with concern, watching you rock back and forth from that death glare. That will definitely hit. That will not. That is a miss. And that is not fantastic damage. That is going to be 8 damage.
We need to do fantastic damage, guys.
He did not do fantastic damage. He did moderate damage. Unfortunately.
We're not team moderate damage. We're team fantastic damage.
Right now, your team almost dead. Steingrimmer unleashing his bear rage. Oh, that's a critical.
Nice.
That's a hit. That's a miss. So 1 claw is a critical. 1 claw is a hit. 6, 9, and 10. That's actually, that will kill it. That's, yeah, because
He killed the Lucrot thing?
He beat the Lucrot to death.
Nice.
Yeah, between those 2 fireballs, the Lucrot only had 15 points
good.
left.
Good job,
Yeah,
guys.
he beat the Lucrot to
now
death.
Get the fuck over here.
Yeah, Lucrot is no more. Oh, I didn't get to do his cool trick.
That's okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so he'll make his move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hayn will do his. Hayn's got 1 more fireball. So we'll let that fly. See if we can kill this Cataplepus. In such a way that it won't burn all of you alive.
That would be
That's
ideal.
34 points of damage.
Show off.
That is a fail from the Cataplepus. Cataplepus will eat that, which means Cataplepus is no more. He, between his alchemist fire and a big fireball shoved up his butt, he is a singed, stinking, rotting pile of garbage. Ukrat doesn't really smell any better either.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
And
And
I've
the
still
snail's
got
just chilling.
2 alchemical fires
You do.
in reserve.
That wasn't too bad.
No,
Other than
I mean,
your
I
one
almost
health.
died.
Yeah, you almost died.
I didn't really do anything cool.
You threw the alchemist fire down the hole. You a witcher.
Yeah, I did, but it didn't. He just knocked me off the wall. He was like,
Well,
fuck you.
he's a challenge rating 5. He's a big boy.
Yeah. That was, yeah. It could have been worse. Could have been better, could have been worse.
Could have been worse. You could have died. Like, literally, that's the death ray. If you go to 0 hit points, you're dead.
Oh, really?
You're not unconscious. You're dead.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You are dead.
That was lucky then.
Very lucky. Yes, you almost died.
That would have been a bummer.
That would have been a big bummer.
All right, let's GTFO for a minute, for an hour actually.
Well,
Try to repair this wall.
Okay. You okay?
I don't want to risk antagonizing the snail while we try to fix this wall.
Okay.
So we will leave the garden,
You leave the garden.
go spend
have
some
a
hit
nap.
dice, meditate.
Okay. Come back after an hour.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many is that? 13, 17, 23, 28, 34. Okay. I have 0 hit dice. Now let's go fix the wall.
Okay. So you go back into the garden with the stinking, burning carcasses still there, smoldering in this fetid little garden. Flail Snail still just chilling. He seems to like something out here that he likes to eat. He's just munching away. He's not really bothering anybody. Hayn takes out the scroll and he reads it. And it's about a 20-minute process for him to completely work through all the steps and write out the symbology and the dirt and everything else that he needs to do. But he completes it. And when he does, the bit of wall here in the back that was caved in mends itself. You can see it no longer sparks every now and
Yay.
again. It is whole once again, and there's an almost imperceptible hum around you now that definitely wasn't there before.
Oh, that's good.
And the flail snail backs away slowly from the wall where it was munching. It comes over here to munch,
That's fine.
sensing it is a safer location. And it's actually not a bad little garden, except for the fact that it's half swamp and full of stinking, rotting carcasses.
Yeah, should we try to drag these maybe we'll dump them in the burrow and then light the burrow on fire.
Sungrimmer agrees. That is probably the best idea, is just to put these things in the hole, burn them, and then cover the hole.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We don't want to leave these guys just rotting out in the open.
No.
It's going to stink up the whole town.
So we'll put these guys in the hole. We'll burn them, and we'll cover up the hole.
I'll use one of my alchemical fires for the burning.
To light it? Okay. So you guys burn the carcasses and then slowly go about entombing the smoldering bodies as the stink gets too great.
So as we're watching these 2 big boys burn, I'll
Mhm.
turn to Hayn and be like, so this is a pretty nice place, eh?
Once again, he kind of gives you a quizzical look. Aside from the rampant monstrosities, he kind of hooks a thumb over at the placidly grazing flail snail in the back.
Well, as long as you don't bother it, it seems like it'll just leave you alone. So I was wondering, I mean, it's an unoccupied wizard tower, and you're a wizard, and...
Well, you think That's all wizards want, is to be plugged into a tower.
Well, isn't it the dream, kind of? I'm not saying that maybe that's what you were working towards, but like I know that you've got other plans as far as reforming the situation in Orem and all that, which I applaud, obviously. But here, I mean, it's not quite Abris. You're still, I mean, you're quite a ways from Orem, but any magical refugees who happen through here, you could offer them safe haven here, I was thinking. You could be kind of a waypoint between Abris and Orem.
I suppose that's the way to look at it. It's not a bad tower. But I highly doubt that the alderman would simply hand over a piece of property as old as the town itself
Well, we
to someone he doesn't know.
Yeah, well, we, sell it to him as you're keeping watch to make sure nothing like this happens again.
It's true.
Who else are they going to get? None of them are wizards.
Probably not.
And maybe you could even take care of Orin, teach him how to do magic and stuff. He could be your apprentice.
Hayn kind of shakes his head. You read too many books. Too many stories for you. It's not a bad idea, as ideas go. Certainly a lot more peaceful here than Orem, especially
Exactly.
now. Yeah. And then I was going to say it's not on fire, but
Well, we'd, do another tour just to make sure there are no more of these cataplepises lurking around. Maybe we should go take a closer look at the basement just to make sure there's nothing too unpleasant down there. I was also wondering before, like unrelated to this, if you could do another scrying for me.
okay. Who do you want to look at now?
Ariel Othcult.
Ah. I could do that. So he says, you want to do that now?
Well, maybe we should just poke the basement, see what's down there, then do the scrying.
He just kind of nods.
And then maybe have a word with the alderman, see if he has any objections. I mean, does that seem like a good plan to you? You could always follow us to Abris afterwards if you find you get lonely here. You could just hang around for a few days, make sure the wall isn't falling apart. See if you and Orin are getting along.
I suppose. It's not a bad plan. Just kind of nods slowly. As your plans go, it's not a bad plan.
That last one wasn't great.
It was
This one's better.
effective eventually. Okay, let's go look in the basement.
All right.
All right, so just to remind you what the basement looks like.
I use divine sense.
So yeah, here's the basement. Once again, very dark down here. It's very cordoned off. So there's a lot of whetstone and flooding, but not a whole lot to see.
So Steingrimmer, I can't help noticing you can do some magic when you feel like it.
Well, he's back in human form now that the threat has passed. So he kind of like ruffles his own hair. He's like, I mean, sometimes. I don't like talk about it though. It's embarrassing.
Well, it's useful. I mean, you did good. Do you have anything up your sleeve that could help you detect what's down here?
Well, I mean, kinda.
Could you do it?
Yeah, I guess so. But you can't look at me when I'm doing it. You gotta turn around.
All right, everyone turn around. Steingrimmer's shy.
So you hear him kind of muttering to himself. You're not sure if it's an actual incantation or if he's just muttering to himself. You're not really sure. You hear him walk into the water a little ways. And he comes back out after a minute or two. Says, it's okay. She won't hurt you down here.
She?
There's a nymph that lives down here. Somewhere. I didn't see her, but I felt her.
Can we talk to her?
If you can get her to come out.
How would we do that?
Well, I mean, you just talk to her. Like, people.
So I'll call out. We mean you no harm. We're just, we're considering moving into the tower, or some of us are, to help protect the town from some of its stranger inhabitants. And we were just hoping to make your acquaintance, since we're going to be, or some of us are going to be living here. They'd probably be more comfortable if they knew you, and you'd probably be more comfortable if you knew them. So I'm Squoan. I won't be one of those staying here. This is Hayn. He might be staying here. There's a child named Orin, might also be staying here. He's a teen, a little bit cranky. This is Steingrimmer. He's my best friend. This is Sarah, my companion.
My friend, my buddy, my best buddy.
Yeah, so
calling out. There are small ripples in the water, and peering out just on the other side of this doorway, just on the edge of your dark vision, there's a little face, very small, smaller than you even, but with eyes that are clearly not adapted to sunlight. Very large, but little light is coming down from the upper floor, from the first floor, reflects off of her eyes, giving that cat bright glare to them, and you can see she's got longish flowing hair. It resembles like lakeweed kelp. Very slender fingers, very shy, barely peeking half her face out around the corner. You can just hear the ripples that she makes as she moves, and then she's completely still, just sort of watching.
I wave. I'll point to Hayn. This is Hayn. Wave, Hayn.
I'm not waving.
Wave.
He gives a half-hearted kind of wave. Sarah's in the back by the stairway. You can tell he's trying not to laugh. You can hear him snorting in the background. And Steingrimmer is nodding and smiling like, yes, wave. It's the appropriate response.
Hayn seems a little bit cranky right now, but he's been through some serious stuff lately. Hopefully the time living out here in the forest in this tower will heal his wounds, and you two will become fast friends.
Whether or not she can understand you isn't entirely clear. She doesn't move for a while. She stands is very, very still, pressed up against the wall, sort of watching all of you. Very
try
cat-like.
Elvish. Can you understand this?
She doesn't seem to react. And so she just sort of watches you all for another moment or two. And then there's a big splash, like she dived into the water, and there's this big commotion of water. But when when it settles, when the surface settles, in your dark vision, you can see both of her eyes just underneath the water where she was by the wall. She's still watching you. She's just underwater now, very still. Use
All
your
right.
blink every now and again.
Well, it was nice to make your acquaintance. We'll leave you to whatever you do down here. I'll give another wave and head upstairs.
All right. That is it. You have conquered the Tower of Stargrin. It is clear. You have met all of its denizens.
Yay.
And you're left with a small water nymph and the world's most passive flail snail hanging out in the backyard. The wall is mended, so nothing will escape again. At least until another tree falls and breaks the wall. Orin comes running around to the front.
I still want to do the scrying before we leave.
Yeah. He meets you guys on the ground floor. So you're freely able to go up to the scry room.
Huzzah.
As Hayn does his thing. And he tries to call up the image of Ariel Ulfgalt. Do you know the last place she was?
She was headed towards, what was the name of that place, Sarah? Where the queen lives? What's her face? Up in the mountains, I think.
What's her face?
Queen something.
Wow.
It's been like literal years since I met her.
Wow. I'm deeply offended.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
The Ruby Queen, I think was her name.
Yeah, the Ruby Queen.
See, that's something. I remembered something.
Yes.
Wrong campaign. Characters. Man, there's a lot of characters.
Yeah, I like to make a lot of characters.
I know, I like that you like to make a lot of characters. Talias, the Ruby Queen of Rikha. So Rikha was where she was going.
Well, Rikha's the name of the continent.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Kettengang
Castle.
The kingdom.
Kettengang. I think so.
Kettengang Castle is the name of the castle in Orin. Auric is the name of her city.
That's where she was going.
Yes. And that is actually, it's south. It's not in the mountains. It's actually south towards the coast.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where she is.
So Hayn tries again to call forth the image, Ariel Ulfgalt. And all you see is Ariel herself. She's in some sort of carriage. She's moving. Whatever vessel she's in, it's obviously traveling still. It looks like it might be a carriage of some sort with side doors that have been curtained over. Not heavy drapes or anything, so you can see there's still sun outside peeking in. She is guarded by two. They're definitely uniforms that you've seen before. They're the gold tinted armor, like the rose gold style armor of the Queen's Guard, the ones that specifically serve in Auric. And there's two of them in there with her. She seems to be asleep or resting. She's laying long ways across the bench. Her eyes are closed and her arms are slowly folded.
So when you say guarding her, guarding as in protecting or guarding as in keeping her from escaping?
She doesn't appear to be restrained in any way that you can tell. There's no shackles. There's no... they are simply sitting. They're the only other occupants of the carriage, these two guards. But she's still on the road. But you can see, because like I said, the curtains aren't particularly heavy and they're not all the way closed. And you can see from the vantage point of the scry that wherever you are close to the sea. You can see in the distance from the outside, or coming in through
Work
the
by the
windows.
sea?
It's closer, yeah.
Be-
It's
but
not a
you've been on
port
the road
city
for
or
like
anything.
a month, so would she still be on the road to Oric, conceivably?
Conceivably, depending on how slow the carriage was going and when they left.
Okay. I thought they were
Plus,
leaving right away.
they were, but then the city caught fire.
Oh, right.
So
Okay. All right.
perhaps the
Fair
queen
enough.
returned, or the guards were needed, or their departure was slightly delayed.
Okay.
Oric is some ways from Orem. It's also very private and kind of hard to get to. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it is closer to the coast. Most of Rikha is, bless you. Most of Rikha is cliffside, going all the way around, except towards the south where you have Kalit, which is a major port city. It's one of the few places where the cliffs are low enough and there's enough of a sort of a wide space in the break for there to be a port, which is
Okay.
why Kalit is so important, because it's really the continent's only entrance and egress is through Kalit.
All right. I'll do the same thing where I'll be like, "Hey!" Try to wake her up.
It doesn't appear to work that way. She doesn't wake.
Okay. So I'll leave her be. I'll thank Hayn.
I'm gonna have to start charging you for that if this is going to be my tower. I can't just be giving away magic for free. I have taxes and stuff to think of now.
Well, we did liberate it for you. That's surely worth something.
I don't know. I'd like to think I did my part.
I suppose.
He kind of laughs. I've spilled enough blood for this tower.
You did good.
He points at his blood-stained robes where he's been mauled by mean locks and Lucrots and everything else. Shadow dogs.
All right, let's go talk to the alderman and then call it a day.
All right. You guys tramp out off to the alderman, who apparently, although you didn't see it when you completed your ritual, there was a bright spark of lightning that alerted the majority of the town.
Oh.
From the outside that something big was going on. So as you reach the front gate, you find the alderman, his wife, several other notable townspeople, a couple of them you met on the road, traders that have sort of clustered kind of near the gate, but not too close to the gate. They haven't bothered to open the gate, and so they're just sort of waiting. And when you guys come out and start heading towards the doors, there's a murmur of excitement as the alderman tells everybody, okay, they're coming, it's okay, they're coming. You make your way out. But they look visibly relieved to see all of you there.
So I will head out and do a big sweeping bow, sort of twirling my coat as I bow, and then do a flourish towards the tower. Fixed! Perfectly safe! And in addition, we're providing this wizard to watch over it. An extra service at no charge.
And gives another half-hearted sort of wave like he did with the water nymph.
It's a shame that the previous argument met such a gruesome and untimely end, but I don't foresee that happening in the future. If it should, Hayn, this guy, you might want to use a fake name so that your whereabouts don't get back to Orem.
I think it's a little too late now. I think that train has sailed.
Hayn, Notenterett.
Hayn, Notenterett.
We'll keep a close eye and monitor all magical activity. And with the aid of his trusty apprentice, Orin, the mystical teen.
The So the alderman kind of takes this under consideration. Like, he looks at Hayn up and down. He looks you up and down. He kind of turns to his wife, and she just kind of gives a shrug. The alderman says slowly, I guess we could try it. I don't think the tower's ever not had a mage living in it. And to be fair, you all did help us with our problem, as you promised, so
As I said,
like the right thing to do.
I don't foresee any problems in the future, but if there are, it would definitely be useful to have a wizard on site to deal with them. And he will be conducting much less risky experiments than the previous occupant, I assume, anyway. I'll sort of glance at Hayn.
Hayn's like, of course, yes. No intention of picking up where the former occupant left off. I'm just looking for a place to live peacefully for a bit.
And to teach Orin, who shows remarkable aptitude in the mystical arts. I pat Orin on the shoulder. And who does not like roughing it and traveling on the road, so I'm sure is very glad to be staying here with his new teacher.
Okay. So there's a lot of very reluctant sort of, okay, yeah, I guess that'll work. Okay, I think we could probably work that out. Between all parties, the alderman, Hayn, Orin, all of them. They're all just like, oh, okay.
I'll just keep making the rounds, patting everyone on
Exactly,
the shoulder.
yeah.
And
Just
thumbs up.
All right. So a very tentative agreement is struck. Hayn and Orin can certainly live in the tower. They're welcomed as citizens of Stargrim. And you, of course, are all heroes. Stay at the inn free whenever you want. And stories will be sung. And everything else. So you are, once again, a hero, having saved a small town that you will never go to again.
Well, we might want to go.
I mean, you have
a
friendly wizard with a scribble. Like, that's pretty.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. So, in recompense, in addition to gaining a wizard friend and a wizard tower with a wizard scribble, a friendly water nymph, and a friendly flail snail, you get to level up.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! Because that was a lot of fighting.
That was. Holy crap.
Yeah, you guys did work. So yeah, definitely get a level up. You have your one shell.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Yeah, you won't really be able to sell here because it's worth a lot. But when you get to a larger settlement,
we have a cart. We put it on the cart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can carry it. Fine. You just won't be able to sell it.
We do have a cart, don't we? I'm pretty sure we picked up a cart somewhere.
Yeah. You stole a cart.
Okay, stole a cart.
You did. Technically, Sarah stole a cart, but yeah, you stole a cart.
As long as we have a cart.
Yes.
I don't need to know where it
Sarah
came from.
procured you a cart. So you would have a place to sleep and he could drive it.
Okay.
Yes. We have a cart. So yes, you are able to travel freely. That is the story of the Stargrim Tower. You've completed the adventure. Huzzah!
That was a good one.
1 year later.
I'm glad.
Finally.
Yeah, I like the whole idea behind the tower. I like how he's harboring all these like a sort of magical zoologist type.
Yeah, that's what, and really that was very much the gist you got. Was part of it was experimentation, and yes, I'd love to poke holes and be the first person to have a stable gate to another world. But a lot of it was also, these are my pets now.
Yeah.
And I want to take care of them. And he would have been very upset had he known his displacer beast had gotten loose. So yes, he did care about them and for them and tried to make them comfortable.
Yeah, I'm sorry we had to put down his Catoblepus.
Catoblepus, but Catoblepus tried to kill you and almost did.
Yeah, but came very close. That was the closest I've come to flat out dying.
Yep, that would have been bad. Would have been bad. You really would have needed a priest then. But you survived, so huzzah!
Now that I think of it, didn't Orin fucking die? Didn't we have to raise him from the dead or something?
Orin? No, Orin's gone down a couple times. I don't think you raised him. You gave him to a priest. There was a traveling priest in
Okay.
Sargon.
Oh, yeah, we had to go chase that priest down, though, didn't we?
Yeah, you had to. Yeah, because he was a traveling priest. Yes,
Okay.
you had to go get him and bring him back so he could tend him. Yeah, it was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, Orin got his shit rocked. It was not a good day.
I am
Not a
glad
good day.
we are leaving him in good hands then.
Yes, he and
He's
Hayn
on
can hang out.
Wizard
And
Tower.
he doesn't have to camp out anymore. Gets to eat real food. Yeah, he'll be a little happier. He'll still bitch because it's Stargrin and it's not Orem, but at
He
least
was
won't-
persecuted in Orem. What's
I
his
know,
deal with
but
Orem?
it's a city and there's more stuff to do. And now he's in the middle of nowhere.
I've got him out of fucking prison where he was being
You did.
tortured.
You did. Good job. He's appreciative of that. He just doesn't like camping.
Teens.
Yeah, they're awful.